start without him, so we are starting without him. And just to get it warmed up, Chris, how's it going?
Going well. Decent day yesterday. Lots of great action, and we got a good card today too. Bigger card. NBA. College hoops was great last night, and yeah, ready for more Sweet 16 action today.
Three dogs winning outright in college hoops. The one favorite that won. Oh, what an ass kicking that was, Costi, huh? Just the shellacking. You said the Sharps were on one side and that you were hearing information on the other side. I
I
know I
wasn't
was on
betting it.
UConn.
Right.
UConn was my top play of the day. Were the Sharps on UConn? They were on the other side.
No, they were on San Diego State,
Oh,
but
whoa! Did they get crushed on that thing?
yeah. So when I have conflicting information, I didn't even post the game. So I felt in my heart that UConn would shellac them, like you said. And sometimes when you have conflicting information, because there was a couple other groups on UConn, but my big major groups were on San Diego State. When we have that conflicting information, I don't post it to the clients. I'd rather just pass on the game. It's got to be a consensus for me to post. So great day overall. We are 4-0 in baseball for all the clients that are on my baseball channel. It was a great day, as well as cash the Pelicans. And I only have one game in college that we posted that lost. And North Carolina really beat themselves.
I don't think so. They
I
got
think so.
beat. I think they just got beat. I think it was the opposite. I don't think they beat themselves.
RJ
I think they
RJ
just
was
got. I
0
think
and 10 from three.
they just
The
got
ACC
beat.
Player of the Year 0 and 10. Maybe he was 0 and 11 from
Yeah,
three.
well, they just got beat. I mean, because the guy in Alabama just would not miss and would not take no for an answer.
Yeah, it's
And
unbelievable.
yeah, so I think he went out and won it. I don't consider that they lost it. I think they went out and won it, and that's they did what they had to do. They were down at halftime. They were down for a good portion of the game, and they never really got down on themselves. They just always believed that they had, and that's what makes it, March Madness what it is. Is that guts and determination and all those kind of things have a lot to do with it. And I think we saw it last night, and I think we're going to see it again tonight.
Now,
I could see tonight. I could see all the dogs winning outright tonight for sure.
where did he come from? Did he come from North Dakota, Nelson?
No,
Transfer?
Charleston.
Charleston. So
He's
Pat
originally
Kelsey, I saw his name surface, Chris, for one of the big jobs. I've been touting him for about 6 years at this point. I touted him from Winthrop all the way to Charleston, and now he's being considered for which job is it?
I didn't even hear he was.
Yeah, I heard Pat Kelsey's name yesterday for one of I think it was the Louisville job, which makes perfect sense because he's from that Cincinnati area.
No,
So,
he's officially the Louisville coach.
yeah, Louisville.
Yeah.
Hookers, Blow, and Kelsey. Um, we so last night I'm watching the Cubs Rangers. I got all the games on. I have my wall of TVs and I'm watching all that stuff. Plus, I didn't see Married at First Sight, so I had to catch up on that as well. And I'm watching the Cubs game and I see the play in the ninth inning. In the tie, it's 3-3, and I see the play happen, and I immediately text Jay to make sure he's okay, because it was horrific. I mean, it was like as bad as it gets. So someone explained to me. It's now we're baseball. So baseball, more calls are overturned than any other sport when they go to replay, right? Which means these guys have been getting it wrong for years, right? I mean, when you have this many that are overturned, now the foul tip not reviewable.
I
What
don't think it
was
ever
that,
was.
man?
I don't think it ever was.
No, it's not. I know it's not.
Oh,
Yeah. Why isn't it reviewable?
That's weird. It's one of those things I guarantee you for next year, because of that situation, they'll now add
Because
it.
it could be. I understand the non-conclusive, and it gets overridden or whatever. But if it's clear as day, I mean, how is that not a foul tip? And then they end up scoring the go-ahead run on that. She was mad. I mean, I knew it. I had to text them immediately to make sure.
But look who made up for it. Heim made up for it for the winning run.
Yep. But, I mean, they needed the home run from Janikowski just to get to that point.
Just to get there, yeah. I had the Rangers. I like the added element, just like in hockey when they're presenting the Stanley Cup trophy, like you're having
usually death sentence. 99% of the time, death sentence on banner night and ring night. But yeah, I had the Rangers as well. But normally, it's probably the first time in the last 5 years I've taken a team on banner night, because normally banner night, ring night, death sentence. I would say record on teams on banner ring night is probably like 2-30. It's got to be something like that. They normally get rung up because all that emotion, everything pours out of them at that point, and then by the second half, there's nothing left. We see it time and time again. Well, we did check in on Jay last night. He's there. He's in one piece. I even said to him when Janikowski hit the home run, the ball doesn't lie. And then they said it on TV right after I said it. I said it, then they said it. Jay, foul tip heard around Texas.
They tried to cheat us, man. And it's even crazier when you think about it. Like, first day of baseball, opening day, their national televised game, late afternoon. Everybody's watching it, 6 o'clock, ESPN. That's how you want to end the game.
It's the only game on. It was the only game on except for the basketball during that time slot.
And you're going to let that foul tip just ride like everybody, their mama didn't see it? Everybody saw it.
Well, it's not a reviewable play. That's what we were just discussing. For some reason, a bad call, like the NFL, the worst calls are not reviewable. I mean, the ball clearly turns. I mean, I don't know, man.
Shout out Janikowski, man. Shout out my Rangers. It's going to be a fun season.
How about that strikeout pitch that Robertson threw to the first batter, to the rookie? Whew, that was about as filthy of a cutter as you see.
How about my boy?
One thing I did see yesterday was they really are calling that slider the sweeper. They really are calling.
Oh, I know they are. They've been doing it for the last 2 years. I'm not playing. I've checked out of that relationship. It is a slider, man. For 100 years it's a slider, and now all of a sudden it isn't? The pitch hasn't changed. Just like they tried, the one guy in the booth tried to call it the cut. I was like cutter, and he called it a cut fastball. And the other guy said, yeah, that's the cutter. It's a cutter. It's been a cutter. It's always been a cutter. And it will continue to be a cutter. You can't make up. I mean, if you're going to make up a new pitch, then it's got to be a new pitch. You can't just change names and call it a new pitch or something. I mean, what is that? Stupid. I mean, they're finally getting baseball right. Speeding up the games. Yeah, the replay, they didn't get it right last night, but most of the time they're at least getting it right. And it's like, then you start changing the names of pitches. What are you doing?
This is the thing, man. I will say, baseball, y'all have some real momentum going on right now. For somebody who lives in a state, in a city that baseball is huge, but it's not nearly what it probably should have been for the last couple years, or really my lifetime. The buzz that is here in Dallas right now around baseball, I know we just won the World Series, but baseball is hot right now, and MLB has to do a better job of tapping into it. Like, here's one more gripes, and we can move on. Last night, I got home. I was looking for the highlights of the game. The NBA, as soon as the game is over, they post the highlights for the game immediately. You can find the highlights to an NBA game almost 5 minutes after the game ended. I was home 2-3 hours after the game ended. There's still no highlights for the game. Like, it's simple things like that I think MLB needs to fix, and I think they really can compete with the NFL and the NBA. Somebody who grew up.
No. Not a shot.
Listen. I don't care what y'all talking about. Listen, I want y'all to hear me out. Somebody who grew up football, basketball, 110%. Baseball was in the back front. I will sit here and tell you right now, baseball is the most fun game to go to. I will die on that hill. Somebody who's gone to over 20 plus baseball games in the last 2 seasons.
I mean, it clearly depends on how much acid you ate or dope you smoked before the game.
I don't know.
I mean, I would say that has to do it. I mean, I spent my Friday morning the way I often spend my Friday mornings, reliving the Quaalude glory days with my high school friends.
And the MLB can do a little bit better of a job to make it more accessible and fun for everybody. They can do a little better job, and it'll be a much better product. That's all.
What
I'm
if
saying.
they sold hash brownies at the game?
Shout out to them, but they got to keep getting better. That's all I'm saying.
Of all the 4 major sports, it's the most it's the most social event because you're not sitting there watching back and forth like the NBA, NHL, maybe NFL. You can say this too, but like you can sit there and talk for 30 seconds between plays or between.
Well, not
pitches.
anymore. You can't. Not with the pitch clock.
True, but still, it's still more social. You're not just having to pay attention to everything that's going on.
Here's why it will never be the NFL because
it will never be the NFL. That's not. I'm not trying to sit here and say it will be the NFL and the NBA.
I'm just saying
it used to be bigger. It used to be. I
don't want that to be the point that I'm getting, but I'm getting at it can be just as fun or more enjoyable to go to and enjoy if they continue to improve the game a bit.
Well, there's some things that baseball has. There's mistakes that they've made over the years. They've corrected some of them. Some of them are still hanging out there, and they're somewhat working on it. So baseball, here's the problem, right? 162 game season, 81 home games. You need to make this product accessible to everybody. The problem is if you have 81 home games and the ticket prices are $100, man, the future of the game can't go watch the game. So they're going to opt for the other sports. And what happened in the inner cities is they all played hoops, man. And that's pretty much what happened. And it's like you lost your best players. Now with the influx of the Spanish players, the Dominican, you start to see a high level of talent again, and sprinkled in with U.S. players, and it's more of it's an international game. The World Baseball Classic, certainly has added to that as well. But at the same time, baseball is still number 3, in this country, and it's firmly in third because I think, while everyone says NFL, as the owner of a large sports website, a couple of them, and a pretty decent YouTube channel, I think the NBA is there with them, man, and I think it's just quietly there. I mean, I can't believe there are other websites out there and other YouTube channels. They don't start covering the NBA until the NFL is over. It's like you're junk, man. I told Costi this was his first year with us, and he comes from places where the NFL is everything. And I said, it's not here. It's not, man. It's just another day at the office, man. The NFL, college football, we love it, but it's just another day at the office. The NBA, man, is where we live, Well,
I think for NFL, for the hype of the fan is always going to be number one, meaning there's a build-up every single week.
Joke, man. But the product is dog shit.
The product is dog shit, but the build-up
shit, man.
Between fantasy sports.
The biggest suckers are NFL fans, man.
I get it.
Suckers, man.
From a fan standpoint, but from a betting standpoint, NBA and college basketball is king. That's why you have proven it year after year on your end. Is it's every day, it's not saturated, every game matters, people care, and it's a very long season. For whatever reason, baseball, it's too slow for a lot of people. And it's not, the purists love it.
They've sped the game up. It's way faster than it used to be.
It's just the action is slow. People care about action.
I think they're going to do a better job in these next 2-3 years to improve what you're saying, Costi, is all I'm saying.
I get it. I'm not against it. I just
really are.
For not a purist, I grew up not playing baseball. I grew up playing lacrosse.
Well, one of the problems that baseball has is that they let the union run amok. There's no salary cap, so you have an imbalance. So small market teams cannot compete with the big market teams. There's no way that a Cincinnati Reds can go out and even compete on the open free agent market with a team like the Dodgers, with the Mookie Betts, Ohtani, Freddie Freeman. They're all on the same team. The Reds don't even have one player in that in that thing. Neither do the Pirates, neither do the Rays. There's a lot of teams that just don't have players that can't afford to compete in that spectrum. So what they have to do is build through the farm, and then they get one shot at it. Because once they get their one shot, then all those guys want to get paid. And it's like, and there's restrictions as to when, how long you can hold on to them until they can go get paid. So you have such a limited amount of time. And there are certain franchises like the Rays that are really good at it. But most of them aren't, because if you can go out and fill holes, by writing a check, man, it's a lot easier. It doesn't always work. I mean, look, the Dodgers, right? I mean, you look at this at the YouTube comments over the course of the season, the hammering that I get from these Dodger squares all season long. How many World Series have the Dodgers won in the last 35 years? Chris, how many World Series? One in the COVID shortened season, in the 60-game season. One. How many of the Marlins won over that span? More than them. Yep.
The thing with baseball is, somebody in the comments made a good point and nailed it right on the head. This country is ADHD to the core. That's why TikTok works. That's why the YouTube shorts work. That's why people attention span is so limited. And with baseball, they just can't grasp it. And the purists are always going to be obsessed with baseball. Just like with golf, I only started watching golf when I started playing golf because I'm a purist.
I can't watch.
Most people can't watch it. I'm just saying that I only started watching it when I started playing it. So if I didn't grow up playing
and you find it watchable?
What happened here? I got
your effects on. You find it watchable, golf on TV? I find it annoying, man.
I do.
I find it so annoying, man.
But again, I'm a purist, so it's
way
different.
Annoying. Way
it's
annoying.
Different for me. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I've played golf most of my life, and I find it just super annoying, man, on TV. I find that it's anti-purist. The crap they show on TV. I mean, these guys are just such prima donnas, man. It's like, you come out, play at the Muni with me, man, and let's see how you like it there, It's like, oh, someone talked or whatever. Shit, man, I've played at golf courses right under a runway at an airport, It's like, and I play, right, because I love the game, I love the game, and that's why I'm willing to play at those places, and why I'm willing to play at my Muni, and I'm willing to play at all these other places because I just want to play. It's for me. It's not like I get paid $30 million and do nothing but bitch from start to finish about everything and anything and everything. I bitch about everything else off the golf course, but on the golf course.
My old country club.
I'm loving baseball right now, so that's all.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, listen. Your team is hot. It's coming off a World Series. There's a buzz going around town, just like the Orioles, man. Yesterday, I mean, the whole town was hyped. New ownership. Got my new ace, Corbin Burns, going out there, balling. So, I mean, and even for me, as much of a Baltimorean that I am, I don't know how to turn these effects off.
There's a little green camera that should be in your toolbar. A green camera logo there, and you just click on it. It should be the ability to turn off the effects. So it should be in your main menu bar across the top.
Mm-hmm.
You should see it's like a highlighted camera in green.
Mine's not green. Oh, well. That's all right.
Gotta do this then. I like this. Yeah. It might be this. It might be this costume.
It's so weird how it decides when it want to work.
There we go.
My favorite one.
Costi,
Anyways,
I gotta give you some credit for you guys, Shannon, man. God damn, man. God.
I'm not going to do it today. I'm not
K.
going to write
Diddy. K. Diddy.
God. As soon as I finished the game, I went to my dad's house and we were because me and him we both had Iowa State as our
Right.
winners.
Come on, let's go. Let's go, Shannon. Ride the horse.
In that game, man, and won it for him, man. He is just as special as you've been saying he has been.
It's over.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Illinois.
Well deserved. The fun is over now.
Illinois.
Next.
I think you can at least call them by their correct name, not Bitlerize it.
Illinois.
It's Illinois. No,
it's not Illinois. I've said Illinois my entire life.
Well, time to change it.
Oh,
I know people that call it. I know people that called it Louisville.
That's for sure.
You know.
Is it really not Illinois?
No, it's really not. It's Illinois.
Not. Yeah.
Nah, whatever.
Yeah.
No Diddy. No Diddy, Jay. I've got it. Like I even asked my wife; she even knew what I was talking about. I mean, I felt really.
Costy's the guy that's now just throwing it out just to see if it makes sense anywhere. Like, hey, do you want crunchy or smooth peanut butter? No, Diddy.
I've said it a couple times yesterday, and people thought I had two heads.
Oh, you started throwing it out casually?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just started throwing it out like at the supermarket.
I got to see what the population is doing. I mean, I know we're very,
but it doesn't fit every situation.
It does.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous.
You can't force it.
Oh, I mean, I used it in the proper context, but people still don't know what I was talking about.
How do you get into a conversation that has that context 26 times throughout a standard?
A lot of people every day. And a lot of people did not know what I was talking about. They almost were offended when they heard the word Diddy. So it was not. Some of them didn't go well. Some of them they just were confused, and a couple were they gave me the and then they gave me a dab.
See, so our pick dogs community, man, they know everything about this stuff. They're way on top of it. Believe me, these guys have taught me so much over the years about this stuff. I mean, I didn't even know what a rack was, a couple months ago. Or banned.
And one of the guy in the comments yesterday gave me a good bit. O's before hose. Love that. I'll use that all year.
O's before hose. That's a good one.
O's before hose.
Everybody wants the K Diddy and ASAP Twinkie mixtape.
All right, so I've spent years on this show bashing Soto. Right, I've spent years. It's been a multi-year project. So yesterday I have the Yankees, and he makes that throw at the plate. And Romanelli's like, "So are you a Yankee fan?" I was last night. That was unbelievable, huh?
He threw his ass out for sure.
That was
his ass down.
To me, I always say offense is offense. And guys, in the NBA and NFL, whatever, offense is whatever, but defense is always something special, man. And that was just unbelievable. We got a pretty good card today, man. We got
one last thing. We got to talk about one more thing before we talk about today.
No problem, man. We got time.
We got to go to the shot heard around the world. I'm surprised you didn't say, or I might have missed it. You ain't gonna talk about the Tatums going down in pure flame fashion last night.
It's a long show. It's a long show. We all know what a piece of dog shit Jason Tatum is.
Oh man, the Tatums. My DM's going crazy. You better not call the Celtics the best team in the league no more, Jay.
They've definitely dropped it a couple.
They're peaking at the right time.
Maybe now they'll care because the one seed is not in a grasp like it was a couple weeks ago. Maybe
the one seed hasn't meant anything in the Eastern Conference in years, man.
I know.
It has meant zero. The one seed isn't where you want to be in the East.
Yep, a lot happened yesterday. We got a lot going on today, man. We're at that time of year where it's all back. Like, you feel me? Like we're back.
Yeah, it's kind of like there are 2 times a year when this happens. It's right now, and then it's in November when NBA has started at the end of October, and then college hoops starts around Thanksgiving, and you have the college football, college hoops, everything, and that's when we really push the NHL to the side.
Roof is not. He's not very.
He's not with us today, man. He's just not here. He's just not present.
Sorry, I'm just responding to the comments.
You know why? Because he's given his best bets out on Veasan twice a week.
my
Is that what,
Not yet. We still
not
got work
yet?
done.
How much? I want to know how much did Dez clip you off after you won him all those games? I saw he won on Twitter. A huge parlay. I mean, it was Texas Tech was on TV. He kept asking me questions about games on Friday. This was the Thursday. I couldn't talk to him. Couldn't talk. All I could picture was how my Texas Tech bet was going down the dumpster. One of Jay's favorite Cowboys is in person and wants to talk to him, and Jay all cares about is Planet 13 and Texas Tech. And he's sitting there, Jay. Like, Jay, what are you doing? The guy's over there. It's like your idol. Jay was like, it's like a puppy that like cares for a couple minutes and then just like loses
Interest.
instinct. Yeah, it just doesn't care anymore. It's like, oh, I'm done. Roof wasn't done. How much did you get a text the next day? Thank you, anything?
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Money making Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fucking do it.
The roof is on fire. I like that. They're already making song names for you, Roof. ASAP Twinkie. The roof. The roof. The roof is on fire. The roof. ASAP Twinkie. Oh my God. Great games in college tonight. They all are. All of them are good.
Well, we're at that point, and enough, and this is why I've always said this. You get past the first round, seeds do not matter. And in this case, we saw on last Saturday and Sunday, the high seeds won. But last night, it was the books getting everything back in order because they're not just going to let you sit here and bet favorites and clean their clock. That just does not happen. And we saw it last night as 3 dogs won outright out of the 4 games. And tonight, it's looking very, very doggy once again in college hoops. We can go to either college hoops, NBA. What do you guys want to do first? MLB?
Yeah, there's some MLB afternoon, so.
Yeah, we just made MLB.
Oh, Chris is alive now.
I've always been alive. Stop it.
Oh, now he gives us the time of day. He's too much of a big shot with Veasan. What'd they promise you? Sick graphics?
Sick
Sorry, I've been waiting on that one.
It takes a lot more than
I've been biting my tongue
graphics.
for weeks. Inside joke.
6 graphics package, man.
Sick, man.
Sick.
Blow that shit up. Mm.
Is it like this? Come on.
Kossi looks like the guy that's got the Spider-Man suit on.
Yes. Sick graphics.
All right, today is yesterday in New York as the Mets take on the Milwaukee Brewers. Jose Quintana, once the darling of the trade deadline, I mean now is bouncing around the league. I got to tell you that Dylan Cease and Eloy Jimenez trade not looking as horrible as it once did, but of course the Cubs don't have Quintana anymore either. So I don't know. What did the White Sox end up getting for Dylan Cease? Anything?
Was that wasn't the Adam Eaton deal, was it? No.
No, the Adam Eaton deal was to the Nationals. The Cubs traded Quintana for Dylan Cease and Eloy Jimenez, but now they've traded Dylan Cease. So it's like we're on the next generation of the deal. But anyways, Jay, it's Mets versus Brew Crew. What do you think?
Man, last year was pretty simple when we looked at the Mets. We just blamed it on Buck Showalter, and we just faded their ass. It was kind of really that easy.
I love it that easy.
I know. He's now gone.
But not
The
forgotten.
Mets, not forgotten. Gone, not forgotten. But when I look at it, this is one thing I'm still gonna look at these teams as the same teams I last thought they were. And the last time I saw the Mets, they were just this overvalued piece of crap. And favorite, can't do it. Won't do it. Give me the Brewers. Freddie Peralta.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. I'm going to take the Brewers as well. I'm just going to operate this still business as usual for the Mets, stinking up the joint. And Freddie Peralta, yeah, a pitcher I normally like to back, especially when the strikeouts are being racked up, and the Mets were not good at putting the ball in play last year. And I think that this could be a big strikeout game for Peralta here. So give me the Brewers and the Peralta strikeouts over.
Well, if anyone knows about striking out, it's Ruffalo. Costi.
Same. Brewers for me. Love those short favorites. Did really well with them yesterday. I'm going to fade the Mets in this spot. I'm going to fade the Mets a lot this year. Another overvalued team. Give me the Brew Crew. Getting the job done, and Peralta definitely is going to look good in his opener.
Definitely a different look here for both these teams, and I think we're going to learn a lot more about these teams as the season goes on. I'm not as confident in either of these as any of these guys are, because I think when you look at the Mets roster, it's not bad. The batting order is not bad. They don't have the big-name pitchers that they've had in the past, but Nimmo, Lindor, Alonso, McNeil, Marte, Stewart, Alvarez, Bader. Not bad, man. If Bader can get on in the 9 spot, it's like having 2 leadoff hitters. But the problem is, how often does he actually get on? Then on the other side, for the Brewers, they cut bait with a lot of guys. They were just like, well, if it ain't working with what we got, let's try something else. And it's, Hoskins and, William Contreras. They picked up Hoskins from the Phillies. Adames. Yelich, of course, is back. But where's Sal? What's his name, Chris?
Frelick?
What?
Sal Frelick?
Yeah, where is he?
Probably back in the minors.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have him, So, I don't know, man. I'm on the Brewers here, but it's a lean. I'm not as strongly on them as these guys. Next up, we've got I'm looking at the wrong day.
Oh no, he's just on the bench. He's with the big club just.
So he's with the varsity.
Yeah.
All right. We've got the Phillies taking on the Braves. Zach Wheeler. Oh, the gift that keeps on. I love him. Up against Spencer Strider, the mustache. Man, if you're the top guy in the Braves rotation, historically, you're a beast of beasts, but I haven't seen it. I'm not as infatuated with Strider as everyone else. Chris, what do you think?
So I saw a list right before, I think it was yesterday, that said that from the MLB, the best pitcher in baseball, Spencer Strider.
I say earn it. This is my problem with all these lists and with all Celtics and all this other crap. It's like, if you are, great. But you got to earn it, man. You don't just get that. You got to earn it. You got to put up the numbers that say that at least once. Like Jacob deGrom, he's done that. He's proved that, that he can do that. None of these other guys have proved that. I saw Jacob deGrom in the bullpen yesterday. I saw him out there messing around, horsing around.
Get him back, Scherzer back. Ooh.
I don't know about Scherzer, but I like DeGrom, and I tell you what, man, he's horsing around out there. He's loose. And Framber cutting the extensions. Forgot to say that. Chris Ruffalo and Framber Valdez both cut the extensions.
One of these days I'm going to show up with them. You're not going to know what to say.
I'll be the one with the extensions. What do you got in this one?
I like the Braves here. Anytime you can get a staff ace at a price like this, I'm on them. What was the running gag with Wheeler last year? If he didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck at all.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the case once again. Spencer Strider's owned the Braves in his career. 8 appearances, 8-0 with an ERA under 2, 7 starts in that span. I mean, I'm with that list that Jay mentioned. I mean, led the league in strikeouts last year, 281. He had 200 strikeouts or more in each of his first 2 full seasons. So, I think he's right up there, if not one of the best. I like him at this price. Give me the Braves. Revenge spot too after the Phillies knocked him out of the playoffs last year.
Costi?
It's a tough game. Definitely not bettable for me, but I'm with Ruffalo on this one. Spencer Strider, I actually have them in a future to win the Cy Young. We got him at a good price about a month ago.
I'd be fading that like no one's business.
But you know how this is. We throw out a bunch of feelers out there.
I know, but he's like
pricing. I get it. Quadzilla is his name. Guy's got bigger quads than Roof.
He also has more excuses than freaking
and one of the
other
best
guys for not doing their videos and not getting their picks in. But besides the point.
Well,
it's Monday.
It's Monday. Give me the Braves here. Don't love it. I think it is a 50-50 game. Philly's really good. Opener. Zach Wheeler's really good. That's why the total's only 7.5. I need to see more out of these two teams that are both contenders throughout the year. I mean, I truly think it's a coin flip game, but small lean on Atlanta.
I'm not big on Strider here as a starter, but I do like the Braves bullpen a little bit better. I think that Wheeler is the type of guy that, he'll battle Strider pitch for pitch. This game's not going to be won by Spencer Strider by any stretch of the imagination. It's going to be won by the Braves themselves. The problem that we have with the Braves is that they are horrifically slow starters every single season. I mean, they are like one of the slowest starters of any team every single year. I mean, at the All-Star break, they might be 500, The year that they won the World Series, they were below 500 at the All-Star break. And Acuna got hurt, remember? I think that, what's his name, the pitcher? Max Fried. He had like a 6.4 ERA at the All-Star break. And then, he turned it on. He ended up with like a 3, or 2.98 or something. That's how on fire he was. But, man, it's like Spencer Strider. I think this guy's been the most overrated guy. And I think I'll be fading him plenty this season. But not in this spot. I like the Braves. I like what they do. I just think that's, this is a guy, this is the Jason Tatum of baseball, man. Here's a guy that's never really done anything. And he's been in the big games. He's got cracked, man, when he gets in there. He runs out of gas late in the season in the championship stretch. I would have booked your action on that future, to be honest with you. I would have taken that any day of the week.
We have good books that are willing to pay us, the ones that still accept us, so maybe next time.
I'm sure they're more than willing to take that one.
Go ahead. Call Micah. See if give you the same odds we got.
Gift. I think it's a gift.
I'm on the Phillies here in this one, plus money.
Generally, I like a lot of Micah's bets, but that ain't one of them.
It's not a huge plus money price in this one, but I think there's value fading the Braves. I do. I think these two teams are 50-50, honestly. I do. If you want to argue to me that the Braves are slightly better, I mean, I may give you that slightly, but like they both did the same damn thing, had championship aspirations, fell short, lost to the Diamondbacks. So who cares?
These are the top two favorites to win this Cy Young in the National League, are these two guys.
So, you know what I mean? I just think this is a legitimate 50-50 game, and I'd much rather attack the plus money here with the Phillies. I know Strider's 7-0 against the Phillies in his career, but trends come to an end all the time, especially when they get to getting this big. I'm on the Phillies.
I like Chris Sale at plus 3,000, same team. He looked awesome in spring training, like dominating. Chris Sale plus 3,000, Max Fried plus 1,300. Strider's plus 450, plus 380 at FanDuel. 450 at DraftKings, 500 at 365, 425 at Caesars and MGM. Don't like it. It doesn't look like such a great staff, but it leaves it kind of wide open here because Knock is 3,000. He pitched great yesterday. He should have won.
The damn Marlins. Oh,
it wasn't his fault. It was the bullpen.
It wasn't his fault. It was the damn Marlins. Oh,
he was dominating. He dominated. Man.
Oh my God, they gave me a migraine yesterday. I can't believe they lost.
Man. He dominated.
I can't believe they lost yesterday.
I steered clear of Knock yesterday. Almost got bitten by him. They were
It
definitely
wasn't
the right
him.
side.
He was
They were
on.
good. They were killing them. Yeah, I get it.
Luzardo was on his shit yesterday. I was
Yep.
like,
Oh,
oh my God.
He's the best pitcher in baseball.
I turned it off, and then I just so happened to look back, and they were down in extras. I said, what happened?
First 5 you would have cashed.
What the hell happened?
I actually am also going to throw in a Bryce Harper home run off of Strider into that as well. And everyone knows how much I hate him. So plus 450. You gotta be kidding me. First, you got to do something. Speaking of doing something, got the Rays against the Blue Jays. Savali up against Chris Bassett. Another Chris in Toronto. You're not the only Chris in Toronto anymore.
I don't feel special anymore.
What do you like?
It's
You're up.
Costa here.
Oh, it's Costi. Go ahead.
I'm going to take the bounce back spot here with Tampa Bay. They got shellacked yesterday, and this team is better than that. Usually they start out pretty hot. Anytime these two teams play, I mean, it's always fireworks. Both of them easily could be in the playoffs this year. I'm going to take the bounce back spot. Again, I'm not betting this game today. I already put out my selections for the day, but from a lean standpoint, definitely taking Tampa Bay to bounce back at home.
Old dude sounds like he hates life. Sounds like. Well, thanks for tuning in. Do I sound like I hate life, or that I just don't like Spencer Strider at plus 450? I don't know. Is it because I don't like Spencer Strider at plus 450? Is that why I hate life? I don't know. It's just a question.
It's a little offside.
What's that?
It's a little offside.
What does that mean?
It just means like it's a little uncalled for.
No, it's because I don't like Spencer Strider at plus 450. I hate life. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, that's why this guy's a piece of shit, right? Let's look up his Facebook profile and see his house and family. see exactly what his problem is. Normally, that's where it all lies. I'm not going to go there again.
No.
that never ends well, man. Costi hasn't been there here for one of those.
No, he
Where we
hasn't.
actually find out what these guys, why they are like they are. We go find their wife, their family, like their crying kids and all that shit. Miserable life that they have. You know, how they became a YouTube troll. Yeah. Again. Again.
There's been a couple.
Chris is like, gets way uncomfortable around here in a hurry. Lines get crossed. Yeah,
I just sit here and twiddle my thumbs and try to stay out of it.
Yeah, it's a different tact. Going a different direction this year. Where's the jam session?
I've already seen 2, so
It'll be after the show, man.
It was the jam session.
A lot of games today. I didn't want to rush it. Got to get it right. It'll be up after the show.
Who's up? Is it me?
Yes, sir.
I'll take the Rays. They usually don't lose back-to-backers. They're not like a back-to-back loss team. So just based on that alone, I'm not rushing to the window on this one, but I didn't like the way they looked yesterday, but that doesn't mean anything. This team is a next man up type franchise, and it's next man up, Zach Littell. Kikuchi going tomorrow.
Kikuchi. Hey, man, I felt disgusted yesterday fading my other team, taking the trash-ass Rays. I'm on the Blue Jays today. I don't even know what the hell I was thinking. I was the leader of the Rays train last year, and I'm back on it. You know what? We're just going to stay on it. We're just going to stay the Rays, okay? They're trash. They're overrated.
Jay, you hate life, man. You because you said fuck the Rays, man. What you sound like you hate life.
Jay changed hats real quick.
Oh, gosh, this baseball. You got to get ready now. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
I've never seen this before.
Oh,
They
we'll
have
go
really
through the catalog.
Yeah, we got the catalog
Yeah.
in baseball. We go through the catalog. We're on the Jays today, man. They're gonna get it done. Plus money. Savale, he can be had. Savale, he's a weird guy for me to figure out. He can be on. He can also be really off. I think if the Blue Jays bats look anything remotely how they looked yesterday, they have a legitimate shot to win it outright. Attacking the plus money here is where I'll be. Give me Toronto.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Blue Jays here as well. Savali didn't have a great spring, 5.25 ERA. Bassett didn't either, but Ben, the concern for Bassett is that he didn't pitch well on the road last year. But I think he is the better pitcher here, and I think the bullpens are almost even. And I just trust Toronto's offense, the batting order 1 through 9 more than I do Tampa Bay's. So, gonna keep getting value with the Blue Jays. I'm gonna keep taking it. Give me the Blue Jays and the plus money.
You're an idiot. Anyways,
Worked out for me yesterday.
it's fine. I don't care, man. How about my White Sox? You picked against them, and look what happened.
1-0.
They didn't score one run, man. They didn't even get close. It was so bad. It was like maybe they'll threaten.
They had 3 hits. They hit the ball 3 times.
They were spread out, man. My wife is like, what's the matter? And pointed to the screen. I'm like, they can't even score a run. She's like, it's only opening day, man. They've already got you. It's like, I get so mad. Crotchet was great. I think the White Sox are going to be a lot better than people think. I do. I say that every year, man. Hope springs eternal. All right, we're back to Miami where Puck is on the mound up against Martin Perez. Perez, had those good years in Texas. And they let it get away from him now. It's like now he's on the Pirates. I don't know. I mean, Jay's not here for this one. Perez dropped off to a 4.45 ERA last season after that 2.89 year in 2022. But he still has good stuff. He still was good in spots. But you're up against a Marlins team that, that was about as bad as it gets, man. That loss. It was so bad. Knock's numbers, man. He was on fire. He was unhittable. Let's take a look at the box score. Since I hate life. Life-hating box score. Notice how we didn't even go to the Facebook page. We didn't even Google them. Nothing.
I was looking for my Marlins hat. I gotta get all my hats together.
Chris, personal growth.
Yeah, I got to give you credit. You are showing some serious signs of growth right now.
Yep.
Knock. 2 hits. 2 runs on 2 hits with 8 strikeouts over 5 innings of work.
8 strikeouts, man.
Great.
He was going crazy. Who came in and gave up the bag? Who was it?
There's a lot.
Andrew Nardi. He's got no nuts.
Oh my God, he came up and gave up the bag.
Sanchez came in late.
Sixto.
I'm telling you, Sixto, he's out of options, but I like him. I don't care.
Yeah, Sixto had the one save.
He's our guy. I don't care.
Great name.
Sixto Sanchez?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the offense let them down, man, in the extras, too. I thought the bats let them down. They had chances. Corbin Burns went crazy with 1K. Anyways.
If you text Costa, he replies with the beat picks.
So, I don't know who this JX is. Maybe he knows me. But my wife, before being my wife, when she wanted to stop being a bartender and she was in school, she's like, do you think it's okay if I do Feet Finder? People pay a lot of money. I swear. I don't know who it is. Maybe he knows me, but it was like an argument. And like she set up a profile and her profile was Anastasia. Like she went through the process.
No.
Yeah. So I basically told her, you could do it as long as you're paying for my parlay bets. If I can cash parlays with your feet, I'm game. I don't think she ever did it, though. At least, I don't know at this point.
A's fans protest stay in parking lot for opener. Who cares? You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much, I'll tell you that much.
I'm on the Marlins again today. I like Perez, former Texas Ranger, but like for a team that our main concern last year was kind of pitching, starting rotation or even bullpen rotation. Perez couldn't find a stick in the starting rotation or in the bullpen. He couldn't. Just call a spade a spade. He couldn't. So for him to be the number 2 out the gate for the Pirates, I think tells you everything you need to know about the Pirates. I was surprised not to see Skeens be getting the ball here. I thought Skeens would be getting the ball here. But I'm fading old Perez. He can give it up in a hurry. Marlins get their get back at home at the crib.
Where I'm looking, they don't even have Skeens listed in the starting rotation.
Damn, for real?
They've got the projected starting rotation as Keller, Perez, Marco Gonzalez, Luis Ortiz, and Bailey Falter.
Hell. So when we see
Bailey
Skeens,
Falter, how dare you say those words around me?
Where's Skeens at? I gotta do a little more digging in base. It's still day 2, fellas. It's still day 2. So
don't pull that Bailey Falter bullshit over here.
You know what I mean? I'm still learning, still figuring out who a lot of these teams are. But I'm here to give y'all my opinions and what I think. But I couldn't trust it.
I feel sick to my stomach after that Bailey Falter.
Talk to him, Eric. You got to be. There's no gum over here.
All I got to tell
gum's
you
gone.
is you guys are talking. I was watching the show earlier about how MLB's got to step it up. You got to be rich to go to these games. How's someone going to go to 20 games in a season when the average? It's ridiculous. It doesn't even. I can afford it, but I mean, how's the?
Well,
average?
Thanks, Eric, for flaunting your lavish lifestyle.
Yeah, great.
To our audience.
$20 for a hot dog? Come on.
That's how it always is,
I can afford it, but
$20 for a hot dog?
yeah, well, you can afford it.
How can the poor
You just let the cat out of the bag.
It's not even a good hot dog.
They taxing y'all up there, Eric.
Eric's like, I can go to a game, but what about the rest of the poors? How are they going to go to the games?
Eric, next time, just put the food in your pockets.
Yeah,
just put the food. Just get the food in your pockets. You can get it in there.
Just get this.
Eric, can y'all take food in the Camden here at Rangers ballpark?
We can.
I've never done that.
You can.
But unlike your stadium, you don't have sportsbook signs spread everywhere you look. It's a sports
True.
book.
I could have gave you a bag of Ruffalo's candy. Take it to the stadium.
Just get baggy pants, and you can.
By the way, Ruffalo, your candy in Vegas. Mitch tried to offer me this huge bag the last day. I was so disconnected from the
Well,
world.
so much. I mean,
I can't. I'm not
I
taking
see. You talking about this bag?
Whoa. No, that's a green bag.
I had a bag full of it in my suitcase too. It's still,
I had that peanut butter crisp. It was pretty good.
I'm loaded up.
Got that Canadian chocolate.
Yeah, it's the good chocolate.
I don't know. I'm telling you, the
Willy
Kit
Wonka.
Kat is the example. The Kit Kat is the example
Never had a
because
Kit
the Kit Kat
Never had a
in the
Kit Kat.
States. What? You've never had a Kit Kat, or you never had a Canadian Kit Kat?
Canadian Kit Kat.
Okay, I was gonna say, oof. Canadian Kit Kats use Nestle chocolate, and American ones use Hershey's.
We're right. We're what 45 minutes from Hershey Park.
30.
Yeah. You get rides. They give you chocolate on the rides, Ruffalo.
Okay,
That's
I'm
confusing.
gonna take the. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look up flights now to. I'm gonna take the Marlins here. The Marlins were pretty good against left-handed pitching last year. Martin Perez just did not have the same success from the year prior that he had with the Rangers. 2023 was a struggle for him, and I think he's going to struggle here. give me the Marlins here.
Roof, I looked for those garlic knots yesterday. I kind of did. But I will say, you got to give me another chance, another day to get it. It was like 45,000 people.
All right. I'll give you a pass.
You know what I mean? It was packed in there yesterday. So next time I go, it won't be that jumping every day.
All right. I'll give you a pass this time, but I need to know.
I'll find it for you.
I gotta see what the special food is up here for when you come up to the Spark.
For sure. Tacos in a bag.
No, it's not. No, ours isn't tacos in a bag. It's hold on. I know we got loony dogs, but
what is that?
The hell is a loony dog?
It's just hot dogs for $1.
Oh,
poutine.
$4 here, man.
But they've actually started putting people out that are going to have to enforce how many you can get.
Wow.
It was one time. I didn't think they were going to bust me on it.
It keeps coming back.
All right,
money Marlins.
It's on me. Give me the bounce back spot here for the Marlins. They had that game. Their bullpen let them down. I like for them to split before they go into the next game with them. Give me the Marlins at home.
All right. We got the Astros and the Yankees, Jay.
I took them Astros yesterday on the show. Soto happened.
I took the Yankees.
You did. Good call. I don't really like Rondon or Rodon. Is Rodon? Rendon is in LA, so this is Rodon, right?
Yeah,
Rodon.
Carlos Rodon.
Rodon. I was at Aria, and I didn't get to stop in and say hi to my dude. But
we went to Spago.
Well, I know, but we didn't go to Javier's.
No, that guy. And I don't say that name out loud.
We didn't go to Javier's. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean I can't bet on my man today to make me some money. And that's what I'm doing. I didn't eat at your restaurant the other day, Christian. But I will back you today at home at the crib against the Yanks. I think this is another 50-50 game, but the Astros at home, off a loss yesterday. I think they have a legitimate shot to get it outright. I really do. It's not one of my favorite games today. It's not. But I'm going to take the Astros again here today at home.
Yeah, I remember Jay and I were walking through the Aria. We were walking, and we walked by Javier's, and I said, "Hey, that's your boy, huh?" And I think that's going to be our boy today. I'm going to take the Astros as well. Rodon didn't have it last year. At all. He was one of the worst options that the Yankees could have had. And this is an Astros team that basically brings back the whole team from a team that crushed lefties last year. So, give me the Astros here. I think they beat up on the Yankees and get some revenge after the opening day loss.
I won't take anything with Javier in it ever. I can't. No offense to anybody in the comments if your name's Javier, but just saying, not a big Javier fan. We had a little disconnect a year ago from a Javier, and then I take it personally everywhere I go. Like, I would not eat at Javier's at Aria. Somebody asked me to go. I said, absolutely not. Literally, rather eat croissants all day than go in there. So, and I think the Yankees, from what I saw yesterday, this lineup is deadly. I mean, I know this is the same thing we'll probably talk about in September where the Yankees figure out a way to lose. But adding Soto to that lineup, I mean, I don't know where you go there. I don't know who you pitch to. I mean, 1 through 5 is just
Stanton, apparently, who sucks. He sucks.
Ever since he got hit in the face, it's been downhill from there. Great on the Marlins. He had maybe, one or two good years at the Yankees, and that was it. As soon as
when were the 1 or 2 good years with the Yankees?
He had that
I
one
must
year,
have
I
missed
think
those,
first
man.
year.
I don't think
I feel like that first year with the Yankees, he was all right.
First year with the Yankees, okay.
He was riding the hype train, man. That's all he was doing. I'm telling you. You guys watch ESPN. See, I don't watch, so I never get to see the hype train. I only get to see the actual games. And I'm telling you what, he was never good on the Yankees. Strikes out a ton.
Well, he's always been like that. He's always been that way. But he'd also hit 50 days.
Yeah. You know when he hits those home runs? In like 7-1 games. Either the winning 7-1 or losing 7-1. That's when he hits the home runs. He's not a good player.
I'm going to back it up here. I think the Yankees get the job done again. Get a little dog price on them.
Yeah, I'm just here to fade Ruffalo's ass. I'm taking the Yankees also. Like, I don't even understand where he comes up with this garbage half the time. And it's like, I think he's like sleeping or like at the fridge or something. He comes back, he's like, what's it? Astros. It's like, they ain't winning shit, man. This is a team in decline.
Baseball is hilarious because it's one of the sport where you'll hear us bicker more so than any other sport. That's why I tell you.
This is a team in straight decline. The wheels are off the cart in Houston, and I think that beatdown that they took at the hands of the Rangers last year, I think it left a mark, man. I think that it bruised their confidence. We got Hunter Brown going tomorrow. What a shit show he is, man. I mean, we were so hype on the potential of Hunter Brown. I mean, I texted Romanelli this morning, and here's what I told him. I said, this is what I said about Hunter Brown. I said, let's see. It says, in case you're wondering, I'm just sick of Hunter Brown's potential. He said, I was wondering that. I said a lot of people have, even though no one's actually asked. And, you know, I am just sick of this guy's potential. It's like 5.09 ERA. There's no potential. Stink, man. And I'll tell you what, I don't think the Astros have beaten a team from the American League East in 137 games, man. At least they're not as home favorites. They haven't. What is the record as home favorites versus American League East teams? Genius, Ruffalo. Since I'm hating life so much. I'll find out for you. Hang on a second. Everyone knows. Everyone knows it. I mean, it's not like something that, you know, I'm making up out of thin air. Lost favorites 7 in a row. The Astros favorites versus the American League East. I think they make it 8. Rodon is also the type of guy that last year he was injured a good portion of the season. When he's on his game, he's a no-hitter type of guy. He's like a Cy Young no-hitter type pitcher. They paid big-ass money for this guy. I know Jay doesn't like him. Jay's still trying to recover from having to say how he liked Klubnik or liked Clemson yesterday.
I know.
After spending an entire football season bashing him. Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do tomorrow when it's Clemson against Alabama? I mean, it's like you're back at it. It's like it's all over again. You know, we're back to where we started.
I had them both yesterday, so now we got to figure it out.
Back to where we started. I'll be like Dabo and Klubnik and Saban's retired. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do.
What a matchup. First time either team can make it to the Final Four in their school history.
Is this college football or college hoops, man? What's going on?
No. Is are they switching it next year to the 12-team playoff? Or is it 2026?
No, it's this coming up year.
Coming up year? That's going to be cool. Let's hope the bowl games are absolute trash. Hopefully they completely fix that. It was so bad last year. Ugh. What we got next? Colorado, Arizona?
Whose show is this?
I'm just asking.
You want to host?
Should we just be in just fade the Rockies mode? Like, should I just blindly
On the road, we have to fade
the road,
Rockies until further notice. I mean, that's the way it works.
I might be fading ass and Coors too until further notice, man. God damn.
Well, they'll get away with it.
Runs in the third? 14 runs for a game is insane. 14 runs in a single inning? Oh, my God.
How many
Oh,
rotations did they get through in the same inning? Did they go
oh.
through the same lineup twice?
No, they went through like 3 times. I think Marte batted like 3 times.
Hey, man, we saw what the Los Serpientes did last year, man. They're not playing around.
They're not playing.
We rode that train, man. We were early on, and we rode it, man. We were
Early and often.
Oh, believe me, we saw those sand jerseys. We were in.
We were in.
We saw sand with brown trim, a little bit of gold, some light blue
Earth
shoes.
tones.
Yeah, we're in. Earth tones, some rust.
Man.
It's like 1978 without the cocaine and Quaaludes. All right, there was a little bit of cocaine and Quaaludes, but still.
I get people commenting they want me to be the host. I'm not there yet. Don't want to be the host. One day.
Be like Ruffalo, you put him in the host spot, it's like all of a sudden he won't relent it back. Or Jay, you invite him to be a guest on a show. Jay, Chris, it's like, they're still here.
I low-key have been on 5 days this week.
Yeah,
How
that's
that
what happens.
happened.
We're turning into a four-man
Jay,
show. Turning into a four-man show. It could happen. I used to not like the four-man show, but I think I'm back. I might be back in the four-man show thing. I always thought the four-man show, it's like, well, I mean, it just depends on the mix, you know. It just depends. I think we got a good mix, so. Well, Ron comes on Wednesdays, but this week he was on Tuesday.
I'm a Monday, Friday type of guy.
Yeah. But you're
That's when I get it in.
spot start. You get a couple spot starts.
I mean, the whole time I'm on the show, I'm like Adam Schefter. Constantly phones blowing up with games. Constantly clients messaging me. I'm just trying to give you guys the latest information possible.
Yeah, but we had the educational segment in yesterday's show about K. Diddy and all that other good stuff. Because I didn't know that stuff ahead of time.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, like, look, if somebody... I don't know if you guys can see it. It won't focus. If you're looking to go to the Bundesliga, Verden Brennen, if you can get over 2.75 minus 115 versus Wolfsburg, or in the Japan Second League, Varen Nagakasi versus Tachiki. If you can get a minus a half a goal plus 100, definitely take it as your respect. Huh?
What did you just call him?
Varen Nagasaki over Tochigi. And if you're in Mexico,
Yo, that's big money stuff. Don't be
Just-
giving that out
I'm just
there. Yo,
oh, God. Close the door. Lock.
come on.
I'm just saying it was a call.
Big stranger stuff right there.
I'm
Come on.
just-
Whoa.
That was awkward.
Trouble in Paradise.
What the fuck, man?
Patty comes running in a towel. Nothing awkward about that.
He said, "Can I put a sauna in the back of the office?" I'm like, "Just do it, man. Just if you want to do it, just do it." Type
And
that
if
in
you
the
want to
chat.
just fade the Rockies blindly for the season, just do it, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm on the Diamondbacks run line here. Simple. Let's go, Merrill Kelly. Kelly was on in the playoffs. He was on.
Go away, Eric. People. Nagasaki.
Fading their ass.
Yeah, give me the Diamondbacks run line as well. I think we just it's carbon copy of Thursday. They're just two teams that are on different ends of the wavelength. The Rockies going to be one of the worst teams in baseball this year. The D-backs look primed and ready to repeat as NL champions. So give me the Diamondbacks run line.
Los Serpientes.
Yeah, I'm the same way as well. I'm not a proponent of taking the run line at home, but this should be a very easy game. You can't catch me laying 235, period. I don't care how good the game is or how bad the other team is. So Los Serpientes run line for me. Spinner?
Los Serpientes.
No sound? No.
I love me some Los Serpientes. I love some earth tones, some light blue shoes, some sand colored jerseys. They should be wearing the sand tonight, right?
I don't know. I mean, usually they do wear the City Connects on Friday, but like second game at the gate, will they do it? I don't know.
They're not going to take that away from me. It's what I live for. It's what I live for.
If I get word on the sand jerseys, I will tweet it out immediately.
I will be laying 4.5 runs in that particular game. We got the A's and the Guardians. Oh, man, the A's are already too deep in the rotation. Russ Ripley's pitching. They got J.P. Sears going tomorrow, Chris.
Oh,
I like JP. You know, JP, one of my guys. I might bet.
He's up against Bibby. He's up against Bibby tomorrow, man. No! JP Sears, man.
JP.
Or JP Sears. Going to be the best 1-11 pitcher you'll ever see in your life.
JP.
I think he gave up 29 home
Oh
runs
man,
last year.
we got some solid bits going tomorrow.
Yep.
We got Canning. We got
Rod's favorite. He's over the Canning.
Canning.
It's like I'm new to all of them, so it's like I'm a virgin to all the bits for baseball.
Oh, believe me, we'll have some new ones.
Oh God, Austin Gomber's pitching tomorrow too.
Gomber. Where Blackburn at?
Yamamoto and his 45 ERA starting tomorrow against the.
Hey, it could only get better from here.
No, that's
can it? Because all of a sudden we blink and it's 81.
Oh, Blackburn on Sunday. Okay, Blackburn. There you go. Okay.
Oh, Ryan Weathers starting for the Fish on Saturday.
Baseball.
My best pitcher in the Twins rotation, Joe Ryan, starting on Saturday.
Oh, I remember that bit. The ace.
Yeah. Patrick Corbin. It's Corbin Day tomorrow. At Great American. Oh, God.
Bring a glove.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, sorry. Oh, yeah, I hijacked that.
I digress. Get carried away.
Costi, what was that Japanese play again?
Hopefully Eric doesn't get mad. Nagasaki over Tochigi.
Eric's gonna start. I've been on the wrong end of these before.
Swear.
I know where Eric goes here. It's not a pretty place. Oh, it gets ugly fast. It's ugly way fast. Anyways, no jackhammering today, huh? We got we took A's and Guardians, right? Am I up? Or is it you? Who's up? I'll go. I'll take the Guardians in this one. They're only minus 135, which makes it a little bit sketchy, but I don't know, man. I faded Ross Stripling before successfully, and I think I'm ready to go down that road one more time. I just think that the A's could be, once again, the worst team in baseball. Lame duck teams generally do not play well. You know, it's normally teams in the new stadium where they're trying to promote the new stadium. It's like lame duck teams like this generally do not play well because it's like nobody is safe, you know, as far as the roster goes, because they're going to go to Vegas. They're going to want to add payroll, get people in the stands, all that stuff. It's not going to be these guys. That's for sure. There's going to be very little carryover. Taking Logan Allen. It's lefty Logan Allen, Chris. There's two Logan Allens on the Guardians. It's the lefty.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Two Logan Allens. So Brad does the nerfy now.
Yeah.
Brad does the nerf.
Take you off the Telegram channel.
Oh my God, scared me. He heard me give it out again. Chris, why'd you ask me for it?
Because I was hoping for another appearance.
God, he's everywhere. Could we figure out a way where we could just like block his access on YouTube, just him, when we do the shows? Like hide some content? Something.
Not a bad idea.
All right, let me give out one more. It's for the fans. This is for you guys. I'm going to take the punishment later. Oh, I got to hurry up. Hurry up. All right, Guatemala. Gustatoya over 2.25 against Coatepeque. Coatepeque and Guastatoya over 2.25. If you can get it at -128, perfect at 2.25. If you can get it -101 at over 2.5, Gustatoya versus Coatepeque.
I don't have that one.
That is funny. People always think Eric lives with me, but we actually have an office. I'm not out of my house.
Who up?
The league is
Is it me?
Guatemala.
I don't like this game. I don't. If I were to touch it, I wouldn't touch it, to be honest. Can I Ruffalo? All right. I'm not betting it. If I were to, though, I would attack the plus money with the A's. Why are the A's only this sort of plus money? Is it because it's too early in the season to know if they're that bad, like we already know they are, or do they have a legitimate shot to beat the overrated Guardians, like the overrated Guardians were a lot last year? So it's a catch-22. It's still really early in the season. If I were to play it, I'd probably take Oakland.
Why do I just envision that the Step Brothers poster with Eric and Costi? I'm gonna take the Guardians here. I like the Guardians. I'm just gonna keep fading the Oakland A's until I have a reason not to. Logan Allen, is he the best starter in Cleveland's rotation? No, but Ross Stripling was terrible last year, and
So I gave out some of your plays on the live show. Say hello to your
Micah.
buddy. This is the guy.
We'll say get well to Micah's father as well.
Yeah.
While we see him,
Get
I
well,
haven't seen
Mike,
Micah
yeah.
or talked to him. Get well to your dad. Give him a shout out.
Thank you. I was doing something nice and giving away some of your sharp plays in these obscure leagues. Well, no, it's we went to Nagasaki and Tochigi, and I saw you someone just now. In the Swiss SL Soccer, Stade Lausanne versus Lugano, over 2.75. Make sure you get it at -103. Is that good, Micah? Worst price. He's one of the sharpest bettors you've ever met. Mitch could attest to that.
I will attest to it.
I'll call you when I get off the show. All right, bye.
He's back.
Is it on me?
I believe it's on you.
Give me Cleveland here. Oakland is ass.
Whoa.
Ass.
Whoa.
The A's.
Strong words, man.
Capital A. Ass. I had Cleveland on the run line yesterday. I'm going to do it again today and get +1.
Whoa.
They're going to absolutely
Sharp play, man.
It's not sharp. See, here's the thing with baseball. Traditionally, the sharps don't really do well in baseball. They really don't do a lot of baseball picks. During this time of the year, they're doing tennis and soccer and golf because that's where their edge is. From a edge standpoint, baseball is very low. So it's
wake
very
me up
small
when
play.
he's done. Chris, just
Situational
wake me up.
handicapping,
Wake me up when he's done.
fading Mitch. That's how you make money in baseball. You fade Roof, I fade you, and we just have this triangle of fade. And then Jay's in the corner giving out the jam session.
Guess you'll be on the Dodgers a lot this season.
I will not. I already made
I
that.
would beat the living hell out the Cardinals yesterday. Oh my God.
But it doesn't matter because all you have to do is win one,
It covers
and you're
3.
good. You know?
Yeah,
Covers
for you
everything.
money line bettors that are going to get beat over the head a lot this season. Yeah, you're going to
Yeah,
have
but
to
you
take a
don't.
lot.
It doesn't matter.
But for the smart ones who know the situations to fade the other teams, like Dodgers run line was free yesterday. It was free. That shit was free. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to tell y'all, I want y'all to know, 2 games in to the season,
3.
just fading the Dodgers like that. If you take
They
them
played
run line
3.
this year,
They lost
you're gonna
one.
make
They
some
already
money.
lost one.
You're gonna make some money though. But you're gonna be able to take them on their run line and make some money too. I don't want the narrative just to be to fade the Dodgers money line and think you're gonna be all right. Take the Dodgers run line too sometimes and you're gonna be all right. That's the narrative I'm pushing.
So I'll just give you an
fading
example.
all them fake sharps telling me to fade the Dodgers all year. I'm fading your ass, okay? I'm fading you. Just
So
want
the
you to know.
Dodgers were minus 177 the first game versus San Diego. They lost. So you just won 200 and you lost 177. So you're up in 3 games, you're up 30 cents.
30 cents. Not
How much are you up? And how much are you up in 3 games?
I haven't bet
No. You got to keep it fair. You got to if you're going to tell me where I'm at, I got to tell you where you're at.
But it's actually not as bad. It's
I
actually
know,
not as
but I'm
bad.
saying
Not
though,
as bad as the 30 cents.
it's not this perfect science that y'all try to make it seem. And
Yeah,
I don't
but
want
it's
everybody,
but it's
I don't want everybody.
But the
to
whole
think
thing is that
fading the Dodgers is going to
they're
be
not going. It is a perfect science. They're not going to
not.
win 120
Right.
games.
We
I
went
can
through it
guarantee
yesterday. You made money last year betting the Dodgers. If you
No,
took
the
my
run
money,
line, betting the Dodgers run line. The run
yes,
line.
and that's what I'm talking about. I'm not. You will never catch me this year on Dodgers money line. You will never catch me there this year on Dodgers money line. No, that's the dumbest bet on the planet. But laying runs, you can make money betting the Dodgers. You just have to do your homework and know when to do so.
You're
That's
right.
all, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like yesterday, y'all were talking about the Cardinals. Man, the Cardinals are ass. We saw them fall apart last year. They're ass. Fading their ass again today. Fading them. Fading them. We had bets go deep and Freeman. Fading the Dodgers not gonna be fun, bro. It's not gonna be
Who
fun.
do you think Yamamoto is going to be tomorrow? Minus 160.
Not gonna be fun. I'm just letting y'all know. If you on that train, it's not gonna be fun. You're gonna have to
I'm going
buckle
to
up.
fade his ass all year long.
All right.
Minus 185, I'm guessing.
Oh, great.
More than
All day.
that. Against Lance Lynn?
Yeah.
More than that. We got a lot of, we're day 2 of the baseball season, Costi. See how this goes. It's all summer. We only have baseball, so there's only 15 games, but believe me, the show still goes 2 hours plus. It's a lot of back and forth, a lot of banter.
You guys say it's just baseball. I mean, my summer is packed with the sub-market, so I love it. Gives me time to focus more so than that NFL Sunday where it's just like a rat race.
I'm talking about for our show, what our
I know,
mainstream
I
audience
know.
cares about. We're
I
here
get
to
it. I
talk
wanna
about
talk
what our
about it.
audience wants to hear. So that's
Oh,
what we do.
I don't want to talk about Tamagotchi more than you do. I just want to make money.
Right? I think I don't
Chris,
think
did you
there's
keep
much.
your
I don't think there's much
Tamagotchi
to say
alive?
about him. I think that's the
Did
issue.
you ever keep your Tamagotchi alive for
No,
more
I
than 8
ate mine.
It's growing. You're my dad. And then you just eat the plastic. What is wrong with you? It says do not eat on the back. Jay doesn't even know what a Tamagotchi
We got the
is.
Red Sox at the Mariners. Who's
I
up?
had the Red Sox as a premium yesterday, and I took it off last second. I was mad. My guy Bayo was on the mound.
I mean, we still got the whole NBA slate to go. We're at 124 plus college hoops. Who's up, Chris?
Yeah, I'll go anyways.
Someone's got to go, man.
Give me the Mariners here again. I know. Fell short yesterday, but I'm happy to back George Kirby at home as opposed to Nick Pivetta. Pivetta, I've made plenty of money by fading the last couple of years, and I think this game's going to be no different. So give me the Mariners here. Purely a fade of Pivetta, if nothing else.
Give me the Red Sox again. I don't care. This team last year was an absolute dumpster fire. They rebuilt a little bit. I like what I saw this game. Their bats were hot. They got the job done, and I think that getting a dog price on them again, I think you could see some value here. I like that plus 130, and I'll take Pivetta. I think this year, hopefully, is a better year than last year, but I'm not riding Kirby in this guy. I think the bats will stay hot for Boston.
George Kirby is my pick for the American League Cy Young Award. I think he mows them down. It's no problem whatsoever. Mariners are playing what could be the toughest division in baseball this season in that American League West, and they can't afford to lose games that they need. Should be layup wins. They're up against Pivetta, who's basically a stiff of stiffs. I mean, this guy is just terrible. It's like he said, I never learned how to pitch until I went to Boston. It's like he got crushed in Boston, man. And they're going to get crushed again here by the Mariners team that's mad. And I'll tell you what, man, George Kirby is just on a different level, man. This guy is, I think he's ready to be that guy this year. I'm going to pick him to win the American League Cy Young. Plus 1,200 is George Kirby. Jump on it.
I actually don't think that's a bad take, Mitch. I kind of like me some Jorge Kirby as well. The thing is, I don't trust the Mariners. The Mariners, I think, are going to be the same team they always are. Same thing I said yesterday. They're going to find themselves in that 6-7 games back in the West, and they're going to be trying to do the same thing they always do, trying to catch up and trying to convince everybody that they're a good team. And they're just never in it. And when it matters most. They had a chance last year, fell flat on their face. And I think the same thing happens here. They're just overrated, overvalued, slow starter. I'm attacking the plus money with the Red Sox. Until the Mariners show up and show me something, I'm fading their ass. And I like a lot of players they have over there. I do. But fading their ass.
Did you go, Chris? Jorge Kirby?
Yep, I did.
You did? Did you rub
Yeah,
up
I
on
went
his leg
with
like
Jorge.
that,
I went with good old Jorge.
Yeah, only Costi's fading Kirby.
Yep.
Nothing.
Fading his ass today.
Did good enough yesterday. My groups knew a lot. Oh, well. Very spotty early in the season.
I'll put a side bet. I'll bet you $100 on that one, Kirby. I'll give you the odds plus 130.
Not betting the game.
I'll give it to you. I'll go 1.5. 2 to 3. I'll go 3 runs. I'm gonna beat the shit out of the Red Sox. We got the Padres versus the Giants. Got Joe Musgrove versus Kyle Harrison. Padres getting the best of it. Of course, Chris Ruffalo loves Joe Musgrove. He wants to marry Joe Musgrove. Loves him. It's gone beyond bromance. It's
a hall pass.
It's romance. Chris, what do you think of Jolton Joe Musgrove here?
I think we're getting split up today.
Whoa!
I'm gonna go with the Giants here. Musgrove he didn't look good in the Korea series. I'm really concerned for him this season. And Kyle Harrison was a pitcher that I really liked in the small sample size we got of him in his rookie debut last year. Looked really, really good, and he's a strikeout machine. And I think that he can get to the Padres here. I like the value that we're getting with the San Francisco Giants. So give me the Giants in this one.
Costi.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Padres here. They were very resilient yesterday. Every time San Fran went up on them, they were able to tie it. They have the bats to do it, and I'm not going to put a lot of emphasis on that Korea series. I mean, the Dodgers bats are absolutely insane, and no way to bounce back against a much lighter opponent. And San Diego is always going to be that regular season champion for me. They do great in the regular season. Um, Tatis is finally healthy. I know they lost Soto, but this team's got a lot of weapons, 1 through 9, and Musgrove is still elite. So no way better than to bounce back on home soil against San Fran here. So give me the Padres.
I'm going to roll with the Giants in this one. I take the Giants every single game. Everybody knows that. It's not like, mystery to anybody at all as to who I was going to pick. You guys saw the game. You saw the teams that were playing, and you automatically circled me for Giants, and I'm not going to upset anybody, make them break out the eraser or anything like that. I'm going to stick with the Giants, and I will continue to take them 162 games this season. Jake?
I was on the Padres yesterday. I thought it was a good spot for them. I'm a flip-flop. I'm going to go Giants here. Fade Musgrove. I think this is a decent enough plus money price to attack it with San Francisco. Kyle Harrison, he's all right. Musgrove, we already seen him struggle. Give me San Fran here, plus money.
All right. We move on. It is. Where are we? It is the
Dodgers
and the Cardinals. Bobby Miller up against Zach Thompson. Costi, what do you think?
I can't take the Cardinals here. I think they're going to get shellacked again, but instead of taking the money line like I never will, probably won't bet this game, unlike Jay, but I'll do the run line with the Dodgers.
There you go.
Just nice, easy. It's still you're laying 120.25 cents on it, but shouldn't matter. I mean, this team the bats are insane.
Lay 2.5. What are you scared of? Scared of losing?
2.5. No, I'm in.
All right.
2.5. Alternate. Let me put it in right now.
There you go. It's that simple. Mitch, you scared?
Cardinals for me. Everyone knows that. Take them on the money line. Why not? I'll probably lay it 1.5 as well. Personally, in my bankroll. Why not?
Fair.
It's found money. Just continue to do it. And I think the Dodgers, where you're really going to make money, is where we made all our money last year. And Jay's right. We didn't fade the Dodgers every game. We just faded them on the road every single game, and that's where we did it. But we didn't get the big payouts against them on the road as much. They were mostly in the plus 180 range. They weren't like the big ones. But yeah, I'm just going to continue to fade the Dodgers. It's a round ball and a round bat, and the very best players in the game, hit it once out of every 3 tries. So, the chances of those 3 guys not making contact on the same day, or just one of them making contact on the same day, pretty good actually. So I'm going to roll with the Cardinals in this one. I think it's going to be a lot better game than people think. I think the Cardinals, modest expectations, and that's usually when teams are most dangerous. Loose as a goose, playing with house money like we saw Clemson last night. They're just loose as a goose, man.
Dodgers run line or 2.5 for me here. The Cardinals, bro, same thing I said yesterday. Until the Cardinals show me that they're not the team from last year, just blindly fade their ass. Just fade them. Just fade them. I think people, honestly, because they're the Cardinals, forget how bad they were last year. How terrible the Cardinals were last year. This is a historic franchise, so people love them some Cardinals. So I know many people may think that, there's a ton of just public money on the Dodgers. I promise you there are people betting the Cardinals today too. And they got their ass smashed yesterday. and they're
But I
probably
didn't
going to
get so smashed, Jay, because my overall bankroll, and I tell you, overall yesterday I was pretty choppy on my picks overall. And one of the games I lost yesterday was the Cardinals. But I also had the Yankees, and I had a lot of other ones. And the Cardinals were I lost 100, right? It was like, it was minus 100. I lost 1 unit on it. But on the Yankees was plus money. The Orioles run line was plus money. So baseball's a marathon, not a sprint. I didn't have my biggest day I ever had, but I
was
ended up plus money, and plus I had all those dogs in college hoops.
Yeah, of course. In the grand scheme of things,
Parlay
that's how
that
you
shit
do it.
with Purdue, Jay. You just have a good time.
I'm just bashing the Cardinals, and I'm bashing all the Dodgers haters.
Jay's,
I'm a Dodgers hater, but like when I see the narrative start to get a little too to the left, is when I go the other way. Kind of like how it was for the Celtics for a little bit. Like, bro, chill. Like, they are the best team in the NBA. Like, and they have been profitable. ATS.
No, they're not. No, they're
Yes,
not.
they are. Yes, they
I
are.
lost my mouse.
Damn. Yes, they are. Dodgers run line for me here. Roof.
Yeah, he's not back, right? Okay, give him the Dodgers run line too. I know he was doing the square thing, but it's like I'll be the roundest square you'll ever see in your life. This Dodgers team is just I thought the best shot for the Cardinals in the first 2 games was yesterday. I think today they just take it out on them, take it behind the woodshed. Give me the Dodgers.
There we go. All right, I'm back. So we're all in agreement. We all took the Cardinals.
Yep.
All right. Move over to the NBA. At least we have a light card there, so we'll get through it quickly. Hornets against the Warriors. We're an hour and 36 minutes in. Love baseball. And it's only a 10-game card. Oh, my God. And it wasn't even like our real roster of our favorite guys out there either, Jordan Lyles only pitches every 5th day. We got the Warriors and the Magic, or the Warriors and the Hornets. Jay, what do you think?
I don't like it. I don't. Give me the Hornets. Give me the Hornets. I'm not betting this game. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm not betting it. And I know I've been the guy saying that fading the Warriors right now in must-win situations is not something I'm really looking to do, and I'm not really looking to do it here. But they're just overvalued here, in my opinion. Should they kick crap out of the Hornets? Yes. Are they the better team? Yes. But would I be surprised if the Hornets lost this game by 8 or 9? No. So am I rushing to lay double digits with the Warriors here who just need a win, not a cover? Not necessarily. This game doesn't offer me much value. Small lean on Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Warriors here. I think we're starting to see the sense of urgency from the Warriors here, and the Hornets aren't even interested in playing spoiler at this point. They've mailed it in. Prior to the win over Cleveland.
You sound like you hate life.
Yeah. Well, I hate the Hornets even more. Prior to the win over Cleveland, look at their last 5 games. They didn't score more than 98 points in any of those. It's a disaster in Charlotte right now. I'm going to take the Warriors here. Bust up on the Hornets here.
I can't lay 13 with Golden State. I'm with Jay on this one. I'm not rushing to the window to bet this one, but 13 is just too much. I see Golden State winning this game, but covering 13 on the road, you just don't know. I mean, in the last 10 games, Charlotte has been ass, and they haven't been able to score 100 points in those losses. But when they do play at home, they have done a little bit better than that road span where they lost 4 in a row. They just beat Cleveland. I don't know. I really don't like this game at all, but small lean to Cleveland on – small lean to Charlotte getting 13 at home.
I'm going to take the Warriors. I'm not seeing it. The Warriors are they're just rolling right now. And I look for them to take care of business and take care of business big. So it's it's Warriors for me. We move on to the next one, and it is the Pacers against the Lakers. Chris, what do you think here?
Give me the Lakers and the points. We just saw this matchup not that long ago. Finished 150-145 in favor of the Lakers. I'm not saying we get to 295 points again here, but again, a team with a sense of urgency here. I think the Lakers show up, and even if they don't win it outright, I think they're competitive. I think it's just going to be a close game once again. So give me the Lakers and the points in this one.
I'm going to go the other side here. They just lost to them. Quick revenge. They lost them on the road. Now Indiana's back at home. Yes, the Lakers have been hot, winners of 5 in a row. And I don't love the first game back after a 5-game road trip for the Pacers. But I just feel like the Pacers in a quick revenge game here, this is a game they need to win on Friday night in prime time. So I'm not obsessed with this one, but I'm definitely I'm betting the Pacers here. Not a top play for me, but I'm definitely betting the Pacers here.
So you love the Pacers is what you're saying?
Not a top play.
Sounds like you love the Pacers.
Not a top play, but I'm betting the Pacers.
Sounds like you love them.
Not a top play.
Sounds like you want to marry him.
No.
Sounded like it. All right. I'm taking the Lakers. I'm taking them on the money line. The Lakers have owned Eastern Conference teams. This is one of those do your homework moments here. Did you realize that the Lakers have schooled the Eastern Conference like this? 10 in a row against the East through the Pathy zone. 10 in a row against the Eastern Conference. They also beat the Pacers. This is like the Lakers. Every time they play a team like this is when they play good. Every time. They beat them in that in-season tournament. Beat them again. I'm taking the Lakers all day. Jay?
I'm on the Pacers. Double revenge spot at home, at the crib. It's that simple. Play on the spot for me. Bounce back spot at home, at the crib as well. Y'all know me. I love playing my spots, love playing my situations. This is just one of them. It's just a play on the spot, play on situation. I know the Lakers are red hot, playing extremely well right now. Just sets up as an even better spot to fade them. Let me walk out through how my brain works. The Lakers are on a 5-game win streak. They have the same record as the Pacers. They've beaten them twice this season, yet they're a 4.5-point dog on the road. Yeah. Tells me everything I need to know. Give me Indiana.
Yeah, I'm going to take
You can take them again?
No, I could. Costi, it's up to you. It's the Clippers at the Magic.
Why even ask? Fade
Why? Because
Fade.
you're known to go against the grain here.
And not always. Magic all day and every day and twice on Sunday. Fuck the Clippers.
Respectfully.
Respectfully. I only got one word to say about this one myself, and that's fuck the Clippers. Jay?
Fuck the Clippers, respectfully. I'm on the mat. I mean, it's that simple.
Roof?
Give me the Clippers. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, what you guys say. Yeah. Fuck the Clippers.
Yeah, consensus, fuck the Clippers.
Hate the Clippers, man.
Hate the Clippers.
Can't stand them. Next up, we got the Wizards and the Pistons. It's going to happen whether we like it or not. The Pistons got 12 wins, 12-61. Yeah, only 8 games left in the season after this one for them. And the Wiz, same thing, 14-59 as they both hover in that bottom 3, where you want to be for the draft. But it's just not that kind of draft this year because I think this draft, while there's not like the superstar top, I think it goes like 20 deep. So I think you start to see these guys in the tournament that are starting to excel and stuff, and kind of pick a couple guys. Like, where does Shannon go? Does he go? You like him, Chris? Where do they have Shannon at? Costin's. K. Diddy.
The thoroughbred.
Getting
But it's over. Hey, he ran. He's going to run into that UConn wall. So, not the same. Not the same like playing Purdue twice a year. Not the same.
Let's see here. They have him going 24th to New Orleans.
Really?
Yeah. At least that's what Tankathon has. There are so many players that they have above him that I would have been like, no shot.
I feel like that's going to update after his run in the tournament.
Updated 12 days ago. So
yeah, it's before the conference tournament and the tournament. His stock's been going like this. The dollars. Even if he has a good showing versus UConn and they lose, his stock will still go up. If he beats UConn, he'll get into that lottery spot. There's nobody else on that team. It's just him. The big white guy, that's the center, can't even hold the ball. He's trash. I won't even name his name. He's just so bad. They tried to lose that game.
Happens.
Who's up?
It's me. I really hate this one. I mean, I got to take the Pistons, man. I just can't lay points with the Wizards. I don't have it in me. I'm just gonna.
Same with me. I want to see the injury report clear up for the Pistons. It's ugly right now. It's disgusting. I'm not betting this game, fellas. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. But if the injury report does clear up here for the Pistons, they have a legitimate shot to win it outright. I know that they've lost 5 straight or so, and the Wizards, they've won 3 of their last 5. I could care less. I'm on the Pistons.
yeah, I'm going to take the Pistons and the points as well. I just can't get there with the Wizards laying points. So give me the Pistons here.
Consensus, Pistons for me as well. Simple fact, won't take the Wizards laying points ever.
It's a big game, and we gave it the attention it deserved. We got the Nets against the Bulls, Jay.
York, Chicago. Bulls. This game is another game that makes me nervous because when you expect the Bulls to do something, it's usually when they don't do it. But I'm on the Bulls here. Double revenge game for them. They've lost both meetings to the Nets this season. The Nets, they're coming off 2 straight wins, so they're tremendously overvalued. The sharpest falling knife there is. Wins over Toronto and Washington don't really do it for me. Bulls, hey, they're 3 games under 500 where they usually live, so they're probably going 2 games under after today. It's just typical Bulls math. Mitch figured it out a long time ago. Shout out to him for it. I'm on the Bulls.
Chris?
Yeah, let's see here. I'm going to lean towards the Bulls here. It's just so hard to back the Brooklyn Nets even as a home dog here. The Bulls are the only thing with anything to play for at this point, so give me the Bulls.
Yeah, Chicago.
Same. It does scare me because this is a game they should win, and those are the games they don't. But I'm not. I've stayed clear of the Nets for months now. That fallen knife is not touching my feet. So, Bulls for me.
I'm taking the Bulls too. I don't love this one. That's for sure. There's not a lot to love right here. Let's see what we got. We still got the games, the college games tonight too. A lot of NBA here. Got the Cavaliers hosting the Sixers. Chris, it's you.
Yeah, give me the Sixers here. This Sixers team's been still fairly competitive in a lot of their recent games. The Cavaliers still missing Donovan Mitchell, still missing Dean Wade. I got to take a shot here with the 8 points with the Sixers here.
Now I'm going to take the Cavs here, laying the 8. This is a double revenge game for them. They've been struggling of late, and Philly had a win and a couple wins mixed in there with a bunch of garbage along the way. Usually this team, when the 76ers lose, they traditionally don't cover a lot. Lately, they have been covering a little bit with those losses, getting 6-7 points, but I just think it's going to be too much. Cleveland has to turn it around here if they want to have a top seed in the East. And I think it's a get-right game, double revenge game. 2 of my sharp groups also gave out this play, so it just gives me added value to also play them as well, which will go to my client. So Cleveland for me.
I'm taking the 76ers. I think they're mad about last game still. Getting screwed over. They beat the Clippers, man. I'll tell you. I don't care what they say. Bullshit, man. Calling bullshit on the whole thing.
I'm on the Sixers too. They're gonna be mad.
Man.
Gonna be mad. Use the rod angle here. After that last game, they got robbed. Cavs. I can't do it with them. Donovan Mitchell, I do expect to play, but this is gonna be like a 4-point win for Cleveland. Give me the Sixers.
Next up, we got the Heat and the Blazers. The Heat, 14-point favorites, man. That is a big number for a team that does not cover home games. Who's up? Costi? Or is it Chris?
Oh, man. It's me. That is a huge number. And taking them as a huge favorite like this, it just doesn't go over well for me. 13-22 against the number at home. And this is a big number. I could see how Portland backdoors this fairly easily. I'm not betting this game, so I haven't taken one today, and I'll take my Ruffalo pass.
We don't believe in passes here. I'll just take the Heat and lay the points because that's what I do because I'm a homer. But I don't love this one. That's for sure. If I was honest about it, if I could be honest with myself about the Heat, which I can't be, I'd probably take the points with the Blazers. But I can't be. I'll parlay it up with the San Francisco Giants. Jake?
Heat, sizable home favorites. Y'all know me. I'll go the other way. It's automatic. Especially when you see them at 8.5, 9.5, 10, double digits, just go the other way. Give me the Blazers. It's that simple. You're muted.
Me?
Nope, me.
Chris.
And I went through that whole thing. I'm taking the Blazers as well. They've had a tendency to play down to lesser opposition at times, and like Jay said, the Heat and these big home favorite spots, not a spot to back them. 0-5 against the spread as a home favorite of at least 9 or more of the Heat this season. So give me the Blazers and the points.
I wonder if you go back even further, it's probably like 17.
No, I
Right.
looked at I looked at least 9 points. Actually, I know I looked at smaller numbers. Let me see.
Next up, we got the Thunder and the Suns. So that would be me.
They got my guy Shea Gillis Alexander listed as game time decision. I actually see some doubtfuls, depending on where you look at. I could care less though. I really could, whether he plays or not. I know a lot of people think that he is the whole team for the Thunder, but he's not. Um, the Thunder buddies 28-8 straight up at home this season. 28-8. The Suns, for as much as crap we give the Clippers, as much crap as we give everybody else, we don't give enough crap to the goddamn Suns. I say this all the time. They're the third worst ATS team in basketball, 30, 41, and 2 against the number. They've only covered in 42.3% of their games. That means fading them, we're hitting at like a 57% clip, just blindly fading Phoenix. The problem with Phoenix is they're just overrated, overvalued. There's no way in hell they should be favored over the Thunder in Oklahoma City. I don't care if Shea plays or not. Favored to beat them is insane. Thunder, money line, at home, at the crib.
Yeah,
Jay, on your premium picks, you're still posting? Is that what's going on?
I'm posting them right now.
All right, so I'm getting a lot of questions here in the chat. So if you have Jay's premium picks, you guys see the show's running late, the jam session's running late. It's just that time of year, but he will get them up. It's not like games are starting, so we apologize for his lateness, but all these people in the thing he's posting. All right, that's why his head is down. Anyways, what else we got here?
It's on roof.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Thunder and the points as well. I want to obviously see if Shea's in the lineup, but I mean, even if he's not, the Thunder are so hard to go against, and the Phoenix Suns have been so inconsistent at the best of times. So, give me the Thunder and the points.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Thunder here. I don't love the fact that Shea's not playing, because I do think he is a majority of that team if they're a favorite and it matters, but them getting plus money at home, that Rockets game, literally they had it, but then they blew it late in the game, went to overtime, and they ended up losing. But they were right in that game, and the Rockets have been playing out of this world for the last 2 weeks. Phoenix, I think, is just getting more value right now because of that win at Denver. And there's a few guys on Oklahoma City. They have a full team. There's not one guy that they're going to depend on in this game, whether it's Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Giddey. I mean, they have guys that could score and play defense. You just don't know what you're going to get with this Phoenix team. Would I love SGA in the lineup? Even if it flips the line to a 2-point favorite, I'd be all over it. But getting points at home, regardless with this team, to win outright is what I look for. They've been struggling to not cover in the second part of the season after All-Star break, but getting points at home just to win outright. This team is great at home. They're 28-8, so give me the Thunder even without SGA.
I'm going to take the Thunder as well. I just think the Suns are underachievers. I mean, the Suns are my new Timberwolves, right? It's like they're just crushing me this season. I just cannot get them right. I mean, they beat me against the Nuggets a couple of times. It's like they make me almost not want to bet the NBA. They're beating me up so bad, but I don't care. I'm going to take the Thunder against them. It's like if I go premium, I'm going to lose, but it's like if I just go free pick, I'll take the Thunder and we're going to win. We're going to win easily. Chris, smirk. Got the Spurs against the Knicks. Everyone knows I'm a big Wemby fan. Just really bought into all the hype. And just gave him his all-time top 100 player of all time title before he ever dribbled the basketball on an NBA court. Taking the Knicks. I think it'll beat the crap out of them. I think that they have what it takes to like physically take it to these guys, and I think they will. I like the way the Knicks are playing right now. They're playing like it's weird because they're playing like they're not the Knicks. I mean, they're taking care of business. They're winning the winnable games. They're covering spreads. They're doing all those Knick things all those things that aren't Knick-like. The anti-Knicks. Taking Stevie Nicks. New York Knicks for me. Jay?
Knicks for me too. I've gotten the Spurs on the money line a couple spots here recently. You know, you got to pick your spots with the Spurs, but the Knicks, they're not that hard to figure out. Good teams, don't trust them. Bad teams, they smash them. That's been their MO. I don't think we switch up from it or deviate from it here. I know the Spurs won outright against Phoenix and Utah in the last two games. I'm not really too high on either one of those teams. Phoenix, their ass. Utah, who knows? But here, I think this is just a Knicks style smash spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Stevie Nicks as well. I'm surprised this line didn't open up on the edge of 17. No, okay, it didn't work. Yeah, the Knicks. This is the spot where they crush everybody this season. I mean, this is like Jay said, this is a smash spot for the Knicks. Their MO this season has been beat up on the bad teams, and while the Spurs have been competitive in a couple of spots, yeah, it's not a spot where I want to back them here. The Knicks need to win a lot more than the Spurs do, so I think they show up and show out here. Give me the Knicks.
Knicks for me as well. Like what everybody else said, they beat up on the bad teams and they cover. Usually, when they lose on the road, they not only when they lose they don't cover, but when they're winning, out of their last 10 games, 7 of the 10 games that they've actually won, they've covered. So I'm all over the Knicks here. They do beat up on bad teams, and regardless of who's in that lineup, we're going to get Randall back probably in April, May. Hopefully they can get him back for the playoffs, so it'll be a better, Eastern Conference playoffs. But for right now, you're getting that under double-digit laying the number on the road. I know it's pretty public, but Knicks for me.
Okay. It's a good story. You should make a movie out of it. You think like if is the push up over? Are we done? Are we moving on to something else? How about if we put Ruffalo like in a wheelbarrow and you have to pull him like down the casino floor or something?
No, that I could do. I showed you I was pulling a bigger car.
Like how long would it take you to get across the whole area?
See, the thing is with pulling is not that hard because once you get the momentum going, it's pretty easy. It's just getting.
What if we put him like a sled, like on a sled? Like like in the gym, we have a sled. You got to like push the sled across. It's hard, man. Put some weight on it.
I don't know. Some of this
like
stuff.
If you take like a bench, you turn it upside down. You make a little seat.
Some may say this is international affairs, and it's not. It's not legal.
Ruffalo pushing?
Yeah, just battle over the border.
Because we're treating him like he's not a person. Is that what's going on here?
Right. I mean, this could get very
political. Ted 2. It's Ted 2 all over again. All right, well, we'll come back. We got time.
The push-up was a fail. I'm telling. Look, I've 1,200 people watching this live, letting everybody know, complete fail on my part, except a free back crack. So,
stop it.
I don't know. I should have just started with something like, more manageable. Maybe like a Pathy push-up, a Mitch push-up.
I'm not playing that game. I will not be pushed up. I'll do the standing surf push-up. Jay push-up. Jay with Merce
No,
push-up.
I was not hurt after the push-up. I was completely in the game the entire time.
Wow, man. Look at this guy. Pushy, not push up. Whoa.
Gun gang?
Yeah.
Gun gang? Maybe he knows about Takagachi. Does he know about that?
We got the Nuggets against the Timberwolves, number 1 and 2 in the West. Tied in the loss column. This is a big game.
Huge game.
Huge game. Chris, this is
double revenge game as well for the Nuggets.
So it's Jay.
No, what am I talking about? No,
It's not double revenge.
Yeah, no, whatever. I'm looking at the wrong game. But I'm not betting it, but I want to take. Everybody knows where I'm at. I'm on the Nuggets. Like, I'm firmly on the Nuggets. Off of a loss at home, at the crib, bounce back spot at home, at the crib. This is for the 1 seed. We know they want the 1 seed, but 7.5, they kind of priced me out of it. They priced me out of it at 7.5. 4.5, I was there. 6, I was there. 7.5, I feel like the T-Wolves might cover, fam. I really do at this huge of a number. T-Wolves, they're not bad. They're not, They've won 4 of their last 5. They are coming off a pretty significant home trip. I want to take the Nuggets so bad here, but I think they priced me out. So that's my analysis here. Nuggets, but I'm not probably betting it.
Yeah, I'm going to take the House of Disappointment. I think it's just priced out. I think it's a 6-point win for the Nuggets here. We saw this matchup like last week, and the Nuggets looked like they were in cruise control the entire way, and all of a sudden Minnesota snuck back in the back door, and think they could do it again here. So not when I'm rushing to the window to bet, but I'll take the Timberwolves and the points.
Costi.
I'm on the T-Wolves here. Come join me tonight. We're not at the Aria this week, but come join me in that house.
Now that I know both y'all stay in the House of
buffet.
Disappointment, I'm damn sure on the Nuggets. I'm sorry. I'm
Free buffet, free massage with the massages at the House of Disappointment. They don't say no to the things at the end. That's all I'm saying. They don't say no.
Costi's hosting a push-up class.
Push-up class, yoga, Pilates. Look, at the end of the day, in this matchup, Minnesota has covered the last 4 times. They keep it close when they lose. I think this is a typical game where Denver is very good at home, but they're only 18-18 against the number at home. Minnesota this year has been good on the road. They travel well, and they've been winning on the road.
They travel well because they carry Merce. Is that why?
Listen, the Burberry Merce is a big hit. I don't care what anybody said.
With you.
Eric did send me yesterday. He said, if you really want the real Merce, this is what Des Bryant was wearing. And he sent it to me. So now I'm like bitter at this. Should I get this Louis Merce? Should I have 2 of them? I'm not at that stage yet where I need 2 Merces. 1 is plenty. So we haven't got there yet. But House of Disappointment, Minnesota, grabbing the 7 points. I think this is going to be a close game.
I'm taking Denver. I'm fading your guys' asses, man. I'm going to bet money on it.
Well, you don't want to stay at my house?
The House of Disappointment?
Yeah.
No.
All right, Chris. Me and you could snuggle up.
You guys can snuggle up on the couch. I got a Ruffalo picture on the couch. Yeah, I got a real beauty.
Wait, what?
I got a real beautiful picture of Ruffalo on the couch.
Wait, what do you mean you got?
Give me the little background about the napkin over the pants situation.
That's all good, man. We'll save that for another show. Let's go to that's Ruffalo's story, but we'll save that for another show.
Knocking over the pants.
We got the Jazz taking on the Rockets.
It's me.
Yeah.
Here's what I do. This is very simple.
I think that's what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Fuck the Jazz. We had them the other day, fading their asses on the road. And I'm going to do it all over again. The Jazz are trash. I don't care. Dallas came in there and they beat up on them. I'm going to do the same thing. Houston is the hottest team in basketball right now. They're healthy, and the Jazz are that falling knife that we've been waiting for this whole second half of the year. Me and Jay talk about it all the time. Fade the Jazz, and even at home now. So, Rockets for me. Lay the 8 points.
I'm on the Rockets in this one as well. Jazz are just a falling knife right now, and the Rockets, man, they're in it. I mean, a lot of you guys took the Hornets against the Warriors, so gives the Rockets a chance under that scenario. But I like the Rockets here. It's a lot of points to be laying on the road. But Utah, that home field advantage just seems to be out the window these days. There's no advantage.
I'm on the Jazz. I actually love the Jazz a lot tonight. This could have been my top play of the night. It's not, but it ain't. It could have been. It almost was. This is the spot to fade the Rockets, fellas. This is the spot. This is the spot. Reason this is the spot is they're just flat out overvalued. They're just overvalued. All right. You got to find the spots where teams are overvalued, and here it is. In the grand scheme of things, we got to take a step back and identify who these two teams have been all season. The Rockets were one of the worst road ATS teams in basketball all season, and the Utah Jazz were one of the best home favorites in the NBA all season. Utah, they have been struggling at home recently. We faded them against Dallas, but the path was there. We know Dallas balls as a road favorite. San Antonio, they had been playing well recently. It was a good spot to probably take San Antonio. Here, double revenge spot at home, at the crib for Utah. The Jazz, I trust them. I think this is a 3-4 point win for the Rockets. In all honesty, I'm going to take the Jazz.
Right?
I don't care.
Clarkson.
He's been gone for a while.
Game time decision.
No Clarkson.
Game time decision.
I just made the decision. Man. I made the decision for you.
This probably should have been my play of the day. I got scared though, fellas. I'm gonna just call a spade with y'all. This is technically my play of the day. I got scared and I couldn't make it because the Jazz have been a falling knife. They have been. But if I'm gonna do what I've done all season and play the spots and situations which has led us to a tremendous NBA season, there's no better spot, more glaring spot than to take the Utah Jazz here, fam. There's no more glaring spot. I wish I could verbalize it better. The double revenge spot at home at the crib. Jazz, a really good home ATS team. The Rockets still not a great road ATS team, even though they have been playing well recently, but they're overvalued because they've been playing so well. Because they've been playing so well and the Jazz have been playing so bad, they're overvalued. This line is like 4 points too high. On a normal night, this would have been 4.5 Rockets, if that. And we would have been saying, do the Rockets even win this game outright? I know they're hot. I know. But you got to be able to fade hot teams. Fading Utah. I'm fading Houston. It's the right play. Take the Jazz. I would bet it pretty big tonight, fellas. I would. I'm betting it big tonight. I'm on Utah big tonight. I am. Let me tell y'all that. Free pick for the show. It is a premium. It's not my top play, though. Probably should have been.
Give me the Rockets minus 12.5.
Can I get a bet? Can I get a bet with all of y'all? I want to bet all three. I want to bet all three.
Well, I don't like it as much, but I'll bet
I don't like
if
it.
you,
I'll
if you'll
bet
take
you a
the
Nicorette
Cardinals
sleeve.
bet, I will.
Nicorette sleeve.
You said what?
Nicorette sleeve? 4 milligrams. No? I'm just saying. It's $1 a piece.
I want to bet right now on the Jazz. This is the spot, man.
Money
Gotta play
line?
the spot.
This is the sharp chaser game.
Yeah, if you want those Chartiers, man.
Sure.
This is the sharp chaser game.
Jay took me down the rabbit hole with the Jazz last week.
Bobby's greased half the security staff's got him canvassing the place.
Roof, you think this is the sharp chaser game? I'm here to tell you, everybody, their mama, uncle, and auntie is on the Rockets. There's not a single person on the Jazz today. There's not.
Exactly. That's why it's a sharp chaser game. You know,
That's not a sharp chaser game.
It is a sharp chaser game because people think that it's going to be the sharp play. This is the spot where the Jazz get it done. No. The Jazz are, if the Jazz were such a good home team, you want to say we talk about what the Jazz have done all season long. They were a good home team earlier on this year, and now what's it got them to? What? Losing 7 straight, 9-10, 29-44 out of the playoff picture. This Houston team, they're on another level right now, and that's what good teams do. They step it up when they need to. What was the reason for when the Rockets were on the road against the Thunder? They thought they were going to be.
Let me teach you something, my man. The Rockets are on a different level right now, but you have to look at it.
Look, I heard the footsteps.
You have to look at it through the right clear glasses. The Rockets ain't playing no damn body.
Right clear
Ain't
glasses.
playing nobody.
The Thunder. All the knock on the Rockets during this win streak were they didn't beat anybody. They didn't beat anybody. I'll tell you. And the Jazz are all of a sudden somebody. And the Jazz are all of a sudden somebody.
You gotta love the intensity here.
Hell yeah! Hell
We're 2
yeah!
hours and 16 minutes into the show. These guys are going at it like we're still in the intro.
Hell yeah! The Jazz has an 8.5.
They're a bunch of nobodies.
Are you at your house, Eric?
They're a bunch of nobodies. They're playing for ping pong balls.
What are we talking about?
They're playing for ping pong balls. They're a bunch of nobodies.
For as bad as Utah is, for as bad as everybody wants to sit here and make them seem, I want y'all to know they're still the 4th best home ATS team in basketball.
These are going to make some great clips tomorrow.
More money betting at home than Utah. Houston, Orlando, and Oklahoma City. That's it. That's a really short list.
Fuck the Clippers.
I didn't say the Clippers. Houston, Orlando, Oklahoma City. That's it.
You lucky you found your sunglasses, dude. I remember I heard there was a period of time with those sunglasses.
Man, you had to make me bring out the Cardis, man, because, hey.
Shardies.
And Ruffalo just tried to call me a sharp chaser, and I don't like that because this is not a sharp chaser play. That's the definition of sharp chaser.
How fast you got to run to catch the sharps?
Costi will push you on the sled.
I'll digress. Meet me at the window with the Jazz tonight, fellas. Let's cash out.
They don't cash season tickets.
One word of advice: clean those glasses, man. I can't stand. I could see the reflect. You got to clean them, man. They're dusty.
I wasn't planning on putting them on today. They were just sitting on the desk.
I know. Well, you got to clean them, man.
But my question is, what betting window cashes losing tickets?
The same one that you have to understand.
Getting cold in here, man. Good thing I got my Pick Dogs jacket.
The same one that's been cashing my winning tickets all season. That same one. You know what I mean? That same one. So.
Sounds like you guys hate life.
For the team that was so good against the spread at home, 6-10 against the spread at home since February 1st.
But Ruffalo, I've kicked your ass in these spots all season where you love taking the team, love taking the teams to continue to do what they've been doing. And I'm just gonna call a spade with you. I love coming on here and knowing when I knew you were taking the Rockets today because it just looks too obvious to take the Rockets today. And you have to understand when to jump off. And this is the perfect jump off spot.
Mitch, you have this
earlier in the year when I was in Denver. I forgot who the Nuggets were playing. They were playing like it's just. This is so. I can't verbalize it. I wish I could. I wish I could verbalize it.
You verbalized it really well. You did.
Yeah. The Jazz is the play. Jazz is the
Mitch,
play.
Mitch, you have the zoom out function, right? Because we might need to zoom it out to make sure Jay's head fits in the screen.
Watch this.
You know, I don't get big headed often, but I feel like I can at some point in times, and then this is one of those spots where I will. I will, and I'm taking the damn Jazz.
Yeah, I did this. Or it might be this.
There it is.
I
Next.
forgot what the other one is. There's a bunch of them.
How'd you do
You've
this?
gotten me in certain spots. You've gotten me in certain spots too. You have. I give you that.
I
But
guarantee
this
you
one,
it'd be 50-50.
nah, fuck no.
It's like 50-50.
Fuck no, it's not. It's
You
like
guys
70.
keep talking. I'm going to start giving out some
50.
It's
sweet
like
soccer
75,
and everything.
25.
100% it's 50-50 if anything.
Nah,
If
it's not.
anything. If you're
It's
up.
not.
If you're up.
It's I'm
It is.
Roof.
Who owes
I
who?
don't
Who owes
beat
who?
my chest. Do you see the NBA season I'm having? Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Do you see
Here, free
Trust
pick for
me.
the fans for
All I've
listening
that's
to
all
the
I've heard about.
trash that we're talking about.
I know.
Washington
know.
State college
And it's
baseball.
because you
minus
have to
150.
see the spot, Roof. I
Oh my
want you to.
God.
This is me trying to help you see the spot, like help you see it. The Rockets are playing well. The Rockets are playing really, really well. They've won 10 straight. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows the Rockets are the hottest team in basketball. I've been on the Rockets. I've been on them.
Mitch,
I've been
what's
on them
the
all
trick?
season.
What's the trick to get
But
things in focus with these
8.5 on the road is not
I
their
did this.
spot. It's not their spot. It's not. How many times have the Rockets covered 8.5 this season on the road? Maybe twice.
Mitch gave you the
And you're
trick.
trying to tell me against the Jazz? I know they're not playing well, but you got to learn the yin
It's
yang.
focusing on his face. That's what happened. No, go ahead, Jay. Jay, keep going.
I'm just talking.
Washington State.
So you
College
so you
baseball.
kind of lean to the Jazz here, and you
Man,
think
I'm
that
really
the
mad now
Rockets
the Jazz is
probably
not my
might be
top
the
favorite.
in a favorable
mad.
spot.
I'm mad that it's not. I'm mad that
Well,
it's
put it in. Go put it in.
It's I already have one in. Like
Put 50. Put another one. Put 50 on it.
The money line on Atlanta yesterday.
Put it in.
Oh, I'm fading your ass, Roof. Today I'm fading you. I'm
Call it your
fading you.
roof fader, man.
Fading you.
Go ahead.
$50 roof fader.
Fading you.
$50 roof fader. Fading your ass.
Fading your ass today on this one. You might get me though.
We haven't had one of these since the Colorado Oregon game.
I know, man. You know they come at me sometimes, man. They come at me sometimes.
Normally, I'm on the business end of this one, Chris. So.
Well, at least I could entertain the fans with a free college baseball game during this screaming match. I don't even know who's
Plus
going to win.
240, I think it's worth a shot, fellas. I do. I think it's worth a shot. Plus 240. I really do. I really do. I really, really do.
First pitch is 10. It's a 10 o'clock game tonight. Washington
For
State.
as much as Houston is good and all that, they're 15, 19, and 1 on the road. They've lost more games on the road than they've won. Like, I know they hot, bro. I know they are, but fuck no. Am I laying 8.5 for them on the road? Fuck no. Not on the Jazz. No.
How'd this get back?
What happened?
How did this get back here? Where did this come from? This was on the floor. You're still chilling them?
So 1 second rule.
Last up, we got the Kings and the Mavericks.
I'm done with it.
Kings and the Mavericks. Last up for the NBA. We still got college hoops. Those that are still with us. Almost 1,300 people for a Friday show. We got the Kings up against the Mavs. Kings are home favorites against the Mavs. They just played this game. I'm taking the Mavericks. I'm unloading, actually. I don't even understand it. I'm taking the Mavericks. Jay, you on the Kings?
I'm on my Mavs. Everybody knows that. I take them every day. It's been going really well recently, though. So well that I've changed my NBA Finals pick. I'm right here, right now. My new NBA Finals is the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics. Don't shoot the messenger. Fuck the Nuggets. Fuck the Clippers. Fuck them all. Mavs are going to the finals. We have the best players. Respectfully. Mavs Celtics finals. Book it. I'm taking the Mavs tonight.
Yeah, I'm taking the Mavs too. Mavs on the road. Like I said, they just played this matchup, and I don't see anything different here. I mean, I know Luka's game time decision, but I think he's going to play. So, give me the Mavs here.
Costi.
College baseball, Pittsburgh over 14.5 runs, -110 is the number. Over 14.5 runs in Pittsburgh college baseball. Oh, in this game, it's very simple. Mavs, road favorite. Mavs, road dog. I don't care. Taking the Mavs. You know why? Because I don't take any time. I will not bet the Kings as a favorite at home. Fade their asses. Mavs for me. Easy money. There's no argument on this game.
All right. Go to the Sweet 16. Make it college hoops. Those of you that are joining us late, well, it's better late than never. This is our record longest show we've ever had. I've been on a lot of them, so I know what the records are. We are at 2 hours and 25 minutes and 32 seconds. We haven't even started college hoops.
What's the record number of live viewers?
I don't know. We're not. We don't really care. It's like we're not scorekeepers.
Just wondering.
Like, we keep track of subscribers and total views, but only to throw in other people's face. Not for any other reason. Believe me, we could have 5 viewers. We would still be doing the same thing like we did last week on the couch in Vegas. So we got Marquette taking on NC State. This line's opened at 6. It's now 7.5 for the Shaka Smarts. Chris, you gonna throw up the Shaka, or does the NC State peace train roll on?
I think NC State keeps it somewhat close. I think Marquette wins, but I think NC State's got enough to keep this one within the number. I don't know if Marquette has enough size to stop NC State from going inside and dominating down low. So I think Marquette wins, but I think NC State covers.
Costi?
NC State for me, 7.5, too many points. I've watched this Marquette team. They struggled against Colorado. They shot 80% in the first half. Mitch was sitting next to me, and he banged Colorado in the second half. And he goes, there's no way they're going to keep this up. And you saw it. They only won by 4. A lot of people – I actually had a good line on the game, so I pushed. But a lot of people had Colorado won, and a lot of people had Marquette lost. And that guy. So NC State's one of those teams that, like, you don't fade a team that's as hot as they are. They won 5 in a row in the ACC tournament. First time anybody's done that since the UConn Kemba Walker team that won it all. And now they've banged through a good Texas Tech team. They've banged through Oakland. This is a team that I don't know if they're going to move on in this round because Marquette is playing well, but I don't see them Marquette covering 7.5. That's too many points for me. I like NC State. They're big, they're physical, and they have the fire behind them to potentially even win this game outright. I wouldn't be shocked if they won outright, but all day I'll take the 7.5.
In all the games so far, the team that's covered has won the game outright in all of the Sweet 16 games.
Yep.
I'm going to take NC State as well on the money line. I like Shaka Smart as a dog. I don't like him as a favorite. He knows a thing about teams that get hot at tournament time, so I'm sure he'll have his team ready. But, Marquette did not look in great condition at the end of that Colorado game. They looked gassed, and it's like, I think if you're going to be gassed, I think NC State's physical enough to make them even more gassed. I'm going to go with NC State. Jay?
This is probably my least favorite one today. Of all the 3, it's probably the one I have the least best grip on. Because I like NC State. I do. I like what they've done to get here. But I also think that there's a reason this is the biggest point spread on the board in college hoops today. And I think if Marquette does play their best brand of basketball, they win this game by double digits. And that's the picture that I cannot get out of my mind. is North Marquette playing their best brand of basketball and just dog walking NC State. NC State, if they can muck the game up, make it physical down low, then that's their style game. But if they can't, they're going to get ran out the gym here. And I think the latter is more likely. I'm laying the 7.5 here with Marquette.
We got Purdue against Gonzaga. Costi, Purdue, number 1 seed in the bracket. We got Gonzaga, the 5 seed, coming in.
And I don't really look. I don't look at games so early in the season as the testament of what these teams are. I know they played in that tournament very early in November. I just think Purdue is that team this year that everybody's been fading in the last couple weeks, expecting them to lose, expecting them to go down. But I'm a believer now. I think 5.5.
And they did. They did go down. And that's the whole thing, is that people did fade them in the Big Ten tournament, expecting them to go down. And they did. Just as they always do.
That one game. I just think this game against Gonzaga's big men are not going to be able to stick with
God.
Edey.
I'm
taking this game
Don't
purely.
do it. Don't do it.
Purely.
Don't do it. I never say this, but I'm going to say it today. Don't fall into this trap. Don't be the Tatum in the room, man.
The Sharps gave me Purdue. No other.
The Sharps are going to get bent over like they did last time and like they did in the Big Ten tournament. They're going to get crushed. Gonzaga is shooting the ball like no one's business. This is the type of team that has beaten Purdue. All of Purdue's losses have come against teams that shoot from the outside, and every one of them, not a one of them, shoots the ball anywhere remotely close to the way Gonzaga has been shooting. Gonzaga, the reason why they did not play as well in that Maui Invitational, which took place in Honolulu, was not because of a talent disparity. It was because Gonzaga was just putting their team together because they had Drew Timme and a bunch of guys like that had played together for a long time. This team was assembled through the transfer portal and also through recruiting, so it took a while to get their chemistry together. But now we saw them against a much faster and more physical team in Kentucky, go into Rupp Arena and beat the crap out of them at Rupp, where I know Kentucky went out in the NCAA tournament. We had the other side in those games. But the thing is that at Rupp Arena this year, Kentucky blew some teams out of the building, man. And I'll tell you what, Purdue lost to Wisconsin, not as good an outside shooting team or as fast as Gonzaga. Lost to Nebraska, not as good a outside shooting team, not as fast as Gonzaga, but very, very much the same style. They lost to Northwestern, very much the same style, not as good as shooting, not as fast. This is going to be a 20 or 30 point win by Gonzaga. This is the easiest game of the entire tournament.
I like when we get the bickering on the show, and I like that.
This is the easiest game of the entire tournament.
Tell Costa you're fading his ass, and Mitch, guess what? I'm right there with you. I'm fading his ass too. I'm on
Matt Painter in the big game, man. You can have it, man. Just give me your money now. Just all of you, just all the Sharps, everybody, just take that money instead of giving it to the books. Just dump it right on my desk because that's where it's going. This is Matt Painter in this type of game. Look at his resume, man. Look at his resume this year against this style of team. This is the style of team that has given Purdue fits. You think Wisconsin and Chucky Hepburn have anything on these guys? This is All-American after All-American after All-American up and down this roster. Oh, my God. Did you see the way they shot against Kansas in the second half? Whew. And you think Hunter Dickinson's not a big man in the middle that they couldn't get around? In fact, I think he has better mobility than Zach Edey. He might not be as good, as big, as tall, but he's certainly tall. And he certainly has a lot more mobility than Zach Edey. And Gonzaga just went circles around his ass, man. Way better supporting cast as well. They beat him by 20 plus. When's the last time you saw Bill Self lose by 20 in the NCAA tournament? I'm going Utah Jazz on your ass here. Briggs style.
It's a one-way conversation. I haven't had anything to defend it. I'm just gonna let my big boy Edey just run amok.
All the better, man. If that's your answer, then I'm doubling my bet. If that's your answer, I'm doubling my bet.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Chris, you got to take one way or the other here. There's no sexy pick going on in this one.
All right, one sexy pick. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to take Gonzaga.
Ooh, okay. All right, Roof. Welcome to the team.
I just look. It's just the thing is, normally I would look and just be like,
I'm gonna bet that the same people that gave you Purdue are the same fucking people that gave you San Diego State yesterday. I'm gonna guess, man. It's like clueless, man. It's like
You're not wrong. How about that? I'll tell you, you're not wrong.
Yeah, you got to just turn on the TV set, man. It's really not that hard.
I just, I keep going back to the outside shooting from Purdue and Gonzaga. And Gonzaga just kept lighting it up from outside against McNeese. And Gonzaga's a team that can match Purdue shot for shot. And while they want to feed Edie inside, it's going to be a
What about the
matchup.
pace? You think Purdue's going to be able to keep up with that pace?
Yeah.
The big guy's going to be... I mean, how much wind is that guy going to be sucking on that pace, man? It's like,
Can you say that for me one time?
How much wind is he going to be sucking on that pace?
No, the other one. In what world?
In what world can this guy run with these thoroughbreds? In what planet are we living on?
A lot of text during the game. There's going to be a lot of text.
I'm going to be sleeping, man.
Oh, that's probably my favorite.
I'll be watching. I'm watching that A's game. You kidding?
What world?
What time's this game? I'll be watching the Oakland A's. Swinging A's, as they like to be called. I don't see it, man. I don't even see a path. I don't see the
Virginia.
route.
The path is Virginia won it when they got put out. That's the path.
The path is Purdue's 8-2 in their last 10, and the two teams that beat them play the exact same style as Gonzaga, except they're slower and they don't shoot as well. That's the path. Gonzaga's number 2 in field goal percentage. They shoot 52% from the floor. They make 32.1%. I mean, there's nothing here, man, that says Purdue. Purdue's 166 in free throw shooting. They shoot 40.9% from beyond the arc, but they're playing against Big Ten competition. Gonzaga's defense rates out better than Purdue's as well. Teams shoot only 40.2% against them.
It's the early game. 7:39 tip-off, Eastern Standard Time.
Too bad J.P. Sears isn't pitching today. I'd be circling that one. I'll be watching that Marlins Pirates gem.
In what world?
Costa would be texting me. I told you. Zach Edey.
Houston Duke.
You can parlay that one up with your Dodgers pick. Houston Duke. Me. I gave out Houston in the video, but I got to say I'm less than confident in that pick. I could see Duke winning money line in this one as well. I think all 4 dogs are way live tonight to win every single game. These are the games that John Shire as a player, this is where he cut his teeth. This is where he got it done. Duke over the years, the reason why Coach K, also became the legend that he was. These are the type of games, not winning as 19-point favorites and covering. It was these type of games against the world beaters, against, the swarming defenses, against UNLV. Remember Tarkanian? Well, you guys probably don't remember. But that's why Coach K was Coach K, not because of those, those teams that were ranked number 1 all season long. I think that Duke, the way that we saw them play, I gave out Houston in the video, and in the pool, I have Houston as the runner-up. So I don't have a premium pick on this game, but I see a path for Duke, and the path is to get out ahead early, because the teams that have beaten Houston are the teams that get out early. That Kansas game where they lost at Kansas, They got up on them early. And Iowa State, Jay's team to win it all, Jay's pick to win the tournament, they got up on Houston early also and put them away. I think that Duke, if they can get up early, will win. If they are playing from behind, they're dead. And I think this is a good in game. We'll know this is like the Duquesne ducking these nuts. We'll know in the first 5 minutes of this. Taking Gonzaga. Chris or Jay? Jay, what do you think of this one?
Houston. For me. Their kryptonite is out. All right. The one team specifically built to beat their asses out. And Iowa State. Now that they're gone, I think they let out a deep sigh of relief. They beat Duke. Duke, shout out to them boys. Good run. I didn't think they would make it this far. I really didn't. But I think Houston is just head and shoulders the better team.
I think they are the better team too, and that's why I think that what makes this a hard game. But I think that Houston can get sloppy, and I think that's where they can be had. Is that if Duke plays their game, they play that textbook game, they can take advantage of it. And what we've seen from Houston is that they struggle from behind.
The thing for me here is like, when I look at Duke and I just look at their last 5 games, I think their last 5 games tell you everything you need to know about them. Yes, they're here and where they are, but they played Vermont and James Madison. Whoop-de-doo to get here. I mean, whoop-de-fucking-doo. They lost to NC State, who's still in the tournament, and they lost to North Carolina, who's still in the tournament.
Twice. 3 times.
You know what I mean? These are just their last 5 games. And I think Houston is of the ilk of North Carolina. You know what I mean? I think Houston's better than both those other 2 teams. So I'm not going to just say Duke is bad, but I think they're outclassed. Houston is the 1 seed here for good reason.
I wouldn't doubt it. I don't love this game.
I'm on the Cougars.
For me, it's Duke money line, but I would take Houston laying the points, like try and middle it somehow. You know,
so that's
I see it.
Like
this one, I see a path. The other one, there's no path.
Yeah,
the Dunkathon is what the path is. Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to take Houston as well. I just think it's Filipowski's going to struggle with the physicality of this Houston defense. I mean, we've seen Houston shut teams down all year long, and especially when the shots are falling for.
But you don't think that they take that diagram that Iowa State had and they try and duplicate that?
I think they try to duplicate. I just don't think they will.
How about Kansas? That Kansas did to them at home, just gunning those threes right out of the gate, bang, bang, bang. I mean,
yeah,
Houston went down in this round. In the next round last year.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Houston here. It's a reasonable number.
Houston for me as well. I have them in the finals against UConn.
I have the same.
Yeah, I'm riding them. They know how to win games late in the game, and they struggled a little bit against Texas A&M, but you're not going to get them back to back. I think they're going to outmatch Duke. Duke is good, but I'm not buying it. Houston all day for me.
I don't remember who my other Final Fours are. I know Gonzaga is one of them.
Tennessee is my other one.
Gonzaga,
I lost my fourth.
I have Gonzaga. I got.
That's because you had Grand Canyon in your Final Four, Jay. That's why it's a bust.
And Iowa State winning it.
I had Iowa State winning it. Man.
Comes to the last game of the night. We got Tennessee taking on Creighton. Jay, Creighton's been your boys all season long, man. And here they are in the Elite Eight. Before the season started, this was a very popular Final Four pick, and they're looking very much the part here.
Yeah, you know what I mean. This is my new national champ. On the Blue Jays, though. But Tennessee, I will say, this game right here is probably the game I'm most excited for tonight, because I could really see this game right here being like two different games. It's just a matter of which team shows up. I hate saying some cliche ass shit like that, but whoever dictate, I think we'll know in the first 5 minutes of this game how this game is going to go.
Yep.
Is basically what I'm trying to say. If Tennessee is able to run that high screen ball and roll with their little short guard and their big ass big and really pin Creighton down low, I think Creighton's going to have a pretty long day in the office. But if Creighton plays their style basketball where they're hitting the three, playing good defense, and are able to stop that little high screen and roll, they might win this game comfortably. So I'm on the Blue Jays. I'm attacking the plus money because I do think there's a legitimate shot for them to win it outright if they come out and play the right style of basketball. So this is a game I think you just have to either go with what you think is going to happen first or watch the first 5 minutes and see what happens and then bet it again. That's how I'm going to attack it. I'm betting Creighton money line to start, and then I'm going to watch the first few minutes, and then I'm going to bet it again. If Creighton comes out and plays, I think they're going to play. I'm going to bet even bigger in-game on the Blue Jays. But I like this plus money price right now, and I think if they can play their style of basketball, they have a chance. I'm on the money line.
Chris?
Give me Tennessee all day here. I don't think Creighton's going to be able to handle the physicality of this Tennessee defense. That's where we've seen. That's where we've seen Creighton struggle all year long. Is when teams kind of punched him in the mouth and got physical inside. I think that's exactly what's going to happen here. Creighton has the size advantage huge with Kalkbrenner inside, but I just think the Tennessee's defense ends up being too much here. Yeah, give me the Vols.
I get that, Roof. I really do. You know what I mean? And I think that's where the game is won and lost. Is can Creighton be physical enough to withstand Tennessee all game?
The problem for Creighton is that it's a lot of finesse. Like they like their outside shots. They haven't been able to handle physical teams.
Right.
And if they handle physical teams, they can be held to like 50, 55 points. And that's right in Tennessee's wheelhouse.
Yeah, I'm on Tennessee here. I'm on Tennessee as well. I have them in the Final Four. I think that Kalkbrenner is going to have a tough work around the rim with Adu. Adu is a big man, and they have other big men behind him if he gets in foul trouble. I think that Tennessee just swarms you. They play tough, play great defense, and I think this is not an Oregon team. Oregon, in my opinion, lost the game. Creighton didn't win it. It took them to overtime, but there was periods of time, during the game where Oregon was just consistently ahead the entire game, and then they ruined it with horrible free throw shooting at the end there, trying to get the ball into their big man as their free throw shooter, and Dante misses the front end of a 1-to-1. So I'm taking Tennessee here. This is my Final Four team. Look, if Creighton's going to burn me again, they burned me last round. I had Oregon money line, but I just think Tennessee's a much better team than Oregon. Oregon was just really hot, and they got burned late in the game. They should have won that game, but Tennessee for me, plain and simple.
Tennessee also lost to Mississippi State and Kentucky recently. And I'll tell you what, I have kind of not been on the Creighton bandwagon all season, but I did say at the beginning of the season that I thought they were a Final Four type team, that they play that style. And I just think that the Creighton offense is better than the Tennessee offense. The Tennessee defense is better than the Creighton defense, but the Creighton defense is better than the Tennessee offense, way better than the Tennessee offense. And I think you got to give them the edge in this game. And I think they win this game outright, and I think they probably win it in surprising fashion to a lot of people. I think in the 8-9 point range. I think, I think when you look at the body of work and you could say, yeah, they lost to Providence. Well, they beat UConn, and I think if you could beat UConn, you sure as hell could beat Tennessee. And, I can't say the same the other way, and I just think that, if you have what it takes to beat UConn by 19 points, you sure as hell can beat Tennessee. And I think if Creighton plays their game, if they get their shitty ass calls, which they're going to get because they are that type of team, then I think Tennessee's going to be in trouble. They'll probably get wronged, is what people will say. They got done dirty. Yeah, we knew that going in. That's why we're taking Creighton. They are. They're the type of team that gets done dirty. And I'll tell you what, Rich Barnes is garbage, man. Hot mess. You had Tristan Thompson and Kevin Durant. You didn't do nothing with it. Nothing. You're going to win with these guys? Give me some Columba.
Parlay time. We made it.
Only 2 hours and 50 minutes.
We made it.
How's him? Ruffalo keeping score over here. I think Creighton lights him up, man. 249. Wow, under 3 hours. Nice, Joe. All right, who's up?
Me? All right. Let's go with... Oh, boy. Let's go with the... Oh, God. I lost myself here. Hold on. College. Let's go with NC State. Let's go with Houston and Gonzaga. 3-teamer. Birdcage.
I'm going with I'm just here to fade Ruffalo parlay.
Oh, wow.
Utah Jazz, Denver Chicken Nuggets, Marquette. I'm just here to fade Roof.
Costi?
I'm going to do the Rocket parlay. Houston, parlay, college and pro.
What about the Astros?
I don't like the Astros today.
Houston.
Nah.
Just
checking out of the relationship at this point.
Houston basketball parlay.
Houston,
college.
we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. All right, I'm going to take the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm going to parlay them up with the got to fade the fucking Clippers, man, taking the Magic. And give me AJ Puke and the Marlins. Thanks everyone for joining us. This is a fun long show. A little bit of everything, right? Bring back some old bits.
I'm late to my golf lessons. I gotta go.
Start some new bits and beat up on each other a little bit. A little bit of aggravation. Something to think about. Have a great day. We're going to try and act more professional tomorrow. It's going to be a handicapper roundtable. I don't know. We've had less and less people show up at these things, but I'm going to show up tomorrow. We only got 3 NBA tomorrow, so it should be a quicker show. Make it a winning day. Chris, Jay, Costi, anything else to say to anybody? Selling anything today?
I'm late to my golf lesson, so I'm losing money right now.
I got a lot of NBA, a lot of college hoops. No baseball today. I didn't. If I were to, I didn't have a premium baseball, but I got like 5 NBA and college hoops. Money making Friday.
Yeah, I got some NBA on the board. MLB. College hoops play of the day. And
POD.
Yeah, POD. Give me the over in that Sabres and Devils matchup. The lone NHL game on the board.
Costi, you guys selling anything over there?
Sharp trading plays, Dime Club, all part of it. MLB season.
All
Get
access.
it all.
All access. J.
All access. The J.
What about playoff J? All access. Little preseason,
Playoff
pre-playoff bonus, pre-playoff deals, pricing on that. Anything?
Yeah, we're working on it right now. We're trying to get the metrics down. We're going to actually do some extra stuff that Jay has not done during the season. He's going to be doing a lot of totals in the postseason. So we're going to knock this out of the park. I'm very excited. If you have any questions, shoot me a text, 775-636-7674.
I got some plays also. You can check out my capper page. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Make it a winning day. I'm going to try and act more professional over the weekend. And, of course, Monday's show should be a doozy. I think what's going on? Anything going on Monday? Yeah, we'll figure it out together. I think we'll do it together as a community. That's what we do. There'll be some together time. More than the 2 hours, 53 minutes.